Good morning, everybody. Sorry, out of breath. Just had to run up the stairs. True Crime Metrics here. We are in Ohio today, folks. Central Ohio again. Has it been too long? It's never been long enough. But no, we're looking at not Michael Moore, Matheau Moore. Matheau Moore today, the man who was found not guilty of murdering his wife in the 2020 or 2021 disappearance, suicide, murder, find the body, skeletal remains 6 months later after this video footage in his backyard, pretty much in the woods behind the house, very close by, right? And he was arrested at that point because people were worried that something was up, right? You know, I think the first thing I saw that I noticed something was wrong. I had to write this down. Let me bring it up again. It was when he described his wife as being uncharacteristically missing, and then going on to say that he had slept in uncharacteristically late that day and didn't know where she was. They had been out drinking the night before. It had been her birthday just the day before, or the day before that. So they were having drinks, went back to the house, went to bed, apparently. That's all we know. Matheau is the only one alive to tell us. But if those walls could talk, what happened in that house? It's a nice house. Big and open. But it's not and that's the other thing. It was a fairly new relationship. I think they'd known each other for 2 years. Then he moved away, ghosted her until she begged him to return, at which point offered him to be the sole breadwinner. And not only that, to help him move. You know, with costs, pay for the U-Haul. He was like, yeah, I could move up. What the hell? I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for us. I'll move in and you'll pay for everything. I mean, this woman, before she died, had already been surrounded by death. I mean, it does not, and hanging. I mean, she's only 52, just turned, in this, when she died. Both parents are already dead. Love of her life, former husband, dead, topped himself, depression. She had to sell all the properties that they bought together and move into her mom's house, which she inherited, and now Matheau inherited as well. And his U-Haul costs, and the gas bill, and all his little hobbies. He doesn't work. He's an unemployed casino card dealer. Tricky hands, huh? Hide any bodies with those hands? Because that's the other thing. Now, I should say that he has been put on trial, and a jury came back and said unanimously, not guilty, not even a little bit, not guilty at all. Matheau, you're free to go. So it was quite the day for him. And the question is, was he wrongfully accused or wrongfully, what's the word? What's the word? When you vindicated. That's not the way. Acquitted, that's the word I'm looking for. Was he wrongfully accused or wrongfully acquitted? We're going to be looking at the Bodycam footage. Which is a bit like the Chris Watts. I mean, there's a lot of, I don't know, shall I check Facebook? A neighbor saw her at 10 a.m. I mean, that sounds like good. Does it sound like good news? Is that normally good news? And then the cop's like, well, usually, sometimes when people disappear, they just need to get away and take some space for a few days. And Matheau is like, oh, okay. So what do they do? Do they just walk somewhere? Or and the cop's like, normally they drive. And that's the other thing. She left the car, the keys, the phone, the wallet, everything at the house, right? And when they eventually found the body, I want you to remember this. When they eventually found the body, there was like a phone charger, some sort of cable like that, wrapped around her neck, ligature, right? And there's quite a few. If he is guilty and was wrongfully acquitted, which none of my business, no opinion. But if, there would be quite a few interesting tells throughout the body cam footage. But it's not just body cam we have in this case, it's body cam footage, then a dramatic arrest, multi-automatic weapons, right, on the ground, skeletal remains, pretty aggressive interrogation too. So I don't know what we're going to get through today. We're going to sort of skip through the best bits of the body cam footage and then go on to the interrogation. Long form style. It's probably going to be a two-parter at least. I haven't even watched the trial, which apparently the state's case, well, let's come back to that. Let's have a look how Michael, I keep calling him Matheau Moore. It's Mathew.
Hey, how you doing?
My wife's missing.
This her?
Yeah.
That's your wife?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I'm her friend.
You look just like her for like a second. Oh my God, there she is. Hey,
Okay.
Matt Moore.
No,
Live
Officer
with my
Hollis.
wife,
Hi.
Celeste.
Okay, so what's going on?
She's uncharacteristically missing.
Okay.
Yeah, she normally goes missing, but this time it's different. This time it's out of character missing. It's uncharacteristically missing. Imagine calling 911. Yeah, can I get put through to the department for uncharacteristically missing reports? What does that mean? I mean, they keep going on about how she would like to go out and forage, right? And come back with all of this wild garlic and, spring water and, I don't know. I think she's mushroom picking. How much wild garlic do you need? And look at his beard. That spells mushroom picker to me. Going out to the cow field again to look for my garlic.
I have her wallet's here. She carries a wallet. Her ID's in it. With some money. Her phone's here. Car's in the garage. And I've been up since 10, probably.
10 a.m. today?
Probably. Guessing about that time. A little bit later.
Just guessing. He's really guessing on all of the dates and times as well. When they get to the interrogation, he's like, listen, I can't be sure. I don't wear a watch. The cop's like, don't worry, man. If you say 4:51 and it turns out 4:55, it's okay.
Later than I usually sleep, and she just hasn't been here. I sleep in this room. I get up in the middle of the night sometimes to go to the bathroom, and I don't go back in with her because I don't want to wake her up. So I end up in this bedroom, our second bedroom. When I got up this morning, all I did was look on my phone, find my phone, and it said she was here. So everything was fine. Just figured she was in the other room. Eventually, I got up. I walked around. She wasn't here.
What made?
Why would you do that for your wife in the house? I mean, you're gonna go on your phone and then look at the Find My Phone app to find your wife's phone. Why don't you just call her name? Fucking antisocial relationship. And it really is. That's what we're gonna find out.
No big deal.
What made you lost me a little bit. You said you got up, went to the restroom, and you went back to this room?
Yeah.
And then you looked on your phone to see if she was here?
Yeah, Matthew, pick a room, man. Which is it? The bathroom, the second bedroom? What?
Morning I looked down on the phone. Last night I didn't.
Okay.
And then, because my prostate, I don't know if you're that age, you pee in the middle of the night.
No.
So I get up in the middle of the night and I can pee instead of going back into bed with her. So I wake her up.
Throw in a little embarrassing prostate speak, huh? Yeah, I'm only nervous because I'm about to tell you about my prostate problems, okay? Don't read anything into that. I don't know if you're old enough. You'll get there. Oh, steady on, boy. Steady on, boy.
Just fall asleep on this couch.
Did you go to sleep with her?
Prior to that, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, buddy with the beard, here's a tip. If you got too much fucking prostate, lay off the white bread, okay? I mean, I don't even need to ask this guy how much white bread he eats, right? This guy doesn't eat anything unless it's on toast, right? He comes back home, he says to his wife, "What's for dinner?" She says, "Steak." And he just glares at her silently, doesn't take his eyes off her, just keeps the pressure on until she finally says, "Okay, on toast."
Did you call her?
I called. She's her best friend, and I just called her like now. I mean, I've been waiting around all day for her to show up. I called her. We were supposed to be at a party today, a picnic.
What time was that?
I called them, and maybe she went there.
What time was the picnic?
Picnic? Isn't that someone else's excuse? We were supposed to be at a party today. Picnic? Yeah, look at that face there, right there. Is that innocence? Look at him. Oh, he hears the motorbike. Does he know who's on the motorbike? What part does the motorbike play?
Supposed to start.
She didn't tell me. It was a Memorial Day picnic at some time. She didn't tell me when it was going to start.
Fucking what do you take on a picnic, huh? Sandwiches! This guy's all over it. No wonder he's going. He's going to arrive there with a sandwich for every single letter of the alphabet. Avocado on toast. Broccoli on toast. Cheese on toast. D. Somebody in chat, give me a D on toast. What's the best thing that you can name with the letter D that would go on toast as a, a light meal, sort of halfway between a snack and a full meal? D on toast. What is it?
I was just waiting for her to tell me when we should go. I texted her twice and say we're going to the party. She didn't get back to me. So
Okay.
I called that guy and I said, "Is she there?"
What guy?
Maybe the guy that's having the party.
Okay, is this a friend? Do you know this guy?
I don't.
Ooh, did you see that? Did you see that back off smile there? When the cop says, "What guy?" And he smiled as if to say, nothing like that, buddy. Don't even think about that, buddy. I meant the guy who's having the picnic, okay? That we were both going to, that we both know well, that she's definitely not sucking.
Okay.
She's not over there.
Okay. And when was the last time you seen her?
I came over Friday night. Spent some time together.
Here?
Yeah, I came
Okay.
over Friday night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that was the last time you seen her talk to her?
She texted me Friday after I got home, and then I texted her yesterday to wish her a happy birthday. And that was...
Did she respond?
She responded with a happy birthday, but then let me see what she... I was just gonna... So, yeah, it was yesterday at 6:26 p.m. was the last time.
Well, it's a bit late in the day to wish someone a happy birthday, huh? They've got to spend the whole day thinking you don't care. I texted her yesterday to wish her a happy birthday. What time? 6:30 p.m. When she'd already cried her way through 3 boxes of Kleenex. Thanks. Supposed to do it in the morning, okay?
And what did she say?
Well, I just said happy birthday.
Uh-huh.
And then she just sent, just
Super positive.
An emoji?
Hearts.
emojis.
And that was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sounds like they're really tight. Yeah, she put a thumbs up response emoji, not even as a message, just a little response that's automated. For your fucking late birthday message, 6:30 p.m. What was she thinking? That's probably why she killed herself. Or had a fight with her husband. We don't know which, but the court said not guilty, so that's the truth.
She goes for walks and she picks wild edibles. That's kind of her hobby.
Yeah, wild edibles, magic edibles. Yeah, Fly Garrick. She's probably off at some pagan ceremony, covering herself in bear fat and beating a drum.
She goes around here. It's a real short walk. It's 15 minutes the most. A lot of the time I was like, well, maybe she's just out doing that. But
Is that something you guys do together?
yeah, sometimes.
So you would know where we could look if we need to go that way?
Yeah, but I mean, it's public. It's on a bike trail. I mean,
Yeah, but Saturday's my only day off, so I was hoping to stay in. Isn't that what you got? You got Google Maps, don't you? It's just left, right, left. Yeah, let me know if you find her, or if she shows up, either way.
why she would stop there.
The big,
The bridge over there. And
Mm-hmm.
So-
Yeah, you know the bridge, over the bridge, second on your left, and then straight all the way to the end, okay? You don't need me. It's my only day. I got laundry going.
It's on the grass side, and there's a lot.
Oh, hang on, he's completely fucking unemployed, isn't he? Every day's off. Every day's laundry day to this guy. That shirt was white last week. He threw it in with his pinks.
Like wild plants, and actually we walked over there when I was here Friday, so I kind of know where it's at, and that's why I came over. I was gonna go walk it and see if something happened to her.
But her not bringing her phone is very odd. She's very,
But
very,
that's not,
Yeah, and the wallet and the keys in the car.
she's very, very smart, careful person, practical. She does go for walks alone, but she's just super. She would never leave the house without all that stuff.
Well, the only I can think of is she forgot her phone and she went for a walk and something happened to her.
But you haven't seen her since 10 o'clock.
I don't want to say definitely. We were together last night. We spent the day. We came home. We slept together in our bed. I got up. I'm getting.
We slept together in our bed. In our bed? What is our bed? Why did you sleep together in our bed? We spent the night together in our bed. They kind of made a big deal of that at prosecution, and I want to ask everyone honestly, does anybody still sleep in the same room as their spouse? Why? I mean, like, seriously, why? 2 rooms is so much better, right? You know, so much better. How long do you think it takes the average person to realize that? Because, you know, when you first live with someone, and then you have a room, it's like, oh, look, we have a room. This is our room. But then, I don't know, it never really worked for me.
Guessing it was early because usually I make it to like 3 before I have to get up and go to the bathroom. Last night was like, I'm saying 12:31. I got up, went to the bathroom, went into this room, fell back to sleep. Took a while to get back to sleep, and I woke up late, like 10:30, which is unusual. I usually get up around.
Well, hang on. That was a lot of explaining to say why you got up late. Why is that important? Why do we need to know that it's unusual that you got up at 10? It's not even that late, right? I mean, an average shift worker, if you worked, would get up at, depends what time their shift starts, doesn't it? If their shift starts at 12 and ends at 8, then they go to bed at 2. They got to get up at, well, you do the math. It all works out.
6, and I got up and Jesus, my.
Let's say hello to the chat. Black Eagle. Boom. We need to pop this. We need to pop this chat up. Pop it right up. Ooh. So many colors. Daphne, hello. Kathy Laurie. Boom. Michelle. Snip, snip. K-Night. How you doing? Retro AI. Unleashed. Back again. Ducks and all. Excellent. Love the duck. Put the duck on the screen. This content is for adults only. And ducks. Shit. Slow down. One duck, please. Where should we put the chat today? What about way down here? That's good. Excellent. Pie bird. Only a slice. A slice in a nest. Boho, hobo 2317. I agree 100%. I'm never sharing a bed or room again. Exactly, right? I mean, I've been sleeping on the couch for a year in my own home. It's like that I live by myself. There's a bedroom right over there. I still don't go. Just like, must be all those years of trauma. I never want to see a bedroom again, even on my own.
Okay, you said you guys went to celebrate her birthday?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
What did we do? We went out to, I'd have to tell you the town. It was a spring, a water spring. It's a town about an hour, 20 minutes southeast of here. I can show you on my phone. We collected some water. About halfway back, we stopped, had a picnic, collected edibles.
More sandwiches, more white bread. I had a white bread sandwich. Yeah. No, it's my own invention. I take 2 slices of bread, and then I put them on bread, add mayo, and we're done.
Our hobby. We got back in the car, came here, decided to go down to Uptown. We heard that things were opened up. We went to Cobley, we went to Bag and Ales, and we went to Jimmy B's. Came home, went to sleep.
You can tell he's a magician with all that hand twirling. It's like watching Penn and Teller.
Okay. There's going to be another cruiser coming here. If you don't mind talking with him,
Yeah.
just giving some information before you go and take off and look at the path for me. That would be very helpful to me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to talk to you inside here, okay? So 50 to 74, how far are you?
I have a gut feeling right here. It's when my son died, same thing. It's great fucking news.
Yeah, his son, unfortunately, also killed himself by hanging in the park, not even that long ago. And and now he's saying, because she will eventually be found pretty close by. It was an oversight. They had the woods where she was eventually found about 6 months later. They found the body real close to the house, but that area had been marked as searched. But in actuality, they had only searched the perimeter. They hadn't gone in, and it's not a very big. It's like what do you call that? A glade, I think, or a grove. A glade grove. It's a glade grove behind the home, and they thought it was searched. It wasn't. They searched it again 6 months later, found the body with ligature wrapped around the neck. And, his son killed himself by hanging in a similar way. And he's mentioning that now. And there's also this point in the garage where he points out this big orange, extension cord cable. And he says, that's not where it ought to be. It usually stays up on this hook here, and it never lives here. So he's pointing that out, and he's like, well, And the other thing, my favorite thing, that if he is actually guilty, and he's not, because the court said he's not, right? But if he is actually guilty, the thing that calls my attention the most is when they go into the house with the police officer. And they go upstairs, and the officer points out her bedroom and said, the bed's made. Did you notice the bed is made? And he looks in the room and he says, you know what? I just noticed that. It is made. And, well, we'll wait to go through it properly. But to me, that's one of those details that a cop would notice because they have training. And it's one of those details that a civilian wouldn't even think about a cop noticing and prepare for. It's not in their head because they don't have training. Right? One time I was driving and I saw a car rolled up on its side, hitting a tree. Well, no, it had already smashed, but it was in the snow and there was a car and it was on its side and it had hit a tree and it was real icy out. I mean, I was going real slow. And I stopped to go and have a look in the car because I didn't know if it had just happened or if it had happened before and the car had just been left. I didn't know if there was a fucking dead body in the car, right? As I got close to it, that occurred to me and I thought, fucking hell, this could be a real heavy moment, But anyway, it was empty. Then an officer shows up and, and he sort of looked at me to think, were you the driver? Are you drunk? Is this your vehicle? And I said, no, that's my vehicle. The one that's not crashed. I just stopped to see if someone needed help or something. And what he did was touch the under the car that was up on its side so he could get it. Just touch the exhaust pipe under the car to see if it was still warm, right? And I thought that was so cool because I didn't think to do that. But if he touches it and it's hot, he knows that car smashed in the last, 20 minutes or half hour, whatever it is, right? It gives him a baseline to work with. And that's the kind of training that I'm talking about, the cop training. I didn't think of that, but I saw him do it and I knew he did it because of training, right? And the same with this guy with the bed. The cop goes upstairs, he said, the bed's made. Did you notice the bed's made? And this guy looks in the door and goes, oh, you know what? I just noticed that. The bed is made. And he says, oh, you know what? That would be an indication that she got up this morning and made the bed before she left. Which doesn't really check out with the whole I'm getting up to go and kill myself thing, right? But I will make my bed. It's my last day on earth, but damn it, I'm going to leave it clean.
Oh, this is so unusual. I'm dying.
Hey, who's this? Another great, fantastic Metrics member. Look at this. Retro AI Unleashed. Thank you for becoming a Metrics member on Metrics. Where's our badge? Where's our banner? Boom! Look at that. Become a channel member on YouTube today. Become a member, become a member, become a member. Support the channel on buymeacoffee.com. Support future content, releases, exclusive on Metrics, buymeacoffee.com/True Crime Metrics. Thank you so much, YouTubes.
I'm afraid something happens.
This is not normal.
Yeah, this isn't her.
All right, so
I'm gonna wait for the.
He seems to already be anticipating some scrutiny, no? The guy was like, and I'm going to want to talk to you a little more. And he's like, okay. I know what's coming.
okay, yeah, 50 to 74. If you can make contact with a brown hair female out front for me, get her name, information.
By the way, we're going to have to put a long running poll on the chat. I want to see it fluctuate all stream long. Is this guy guilty? Did he do it? Did he? What do you think so far? Let us know in the comments.
And just get a little bit more information from her for me. Okay, you guys live here, just the two of you?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start. Where's her wallet? Is that where she left it when y'all came home?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, that was last night. It was on her end table. I picked it up.
Okay. Will you give me her ID, please? Thank you. $50, go ahead. Not at this moment, but possibly we need to search some bike trails. 74 is going to get more info for me from the other lady out front. What's the phone number you have for her cell phone?
What's your name?
Hollis. This phone here. Okay, so that's Apple. Okay.
The trails now.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to my supervisor real quick. I'll be right back to continue our conversation. He's gonna help start circulating the area you told me about. So just give me just a second, and I also want to contact St. Anne's and see maybe if she's over there. Okay, give me just a second, sir. Thank you.
Redacted audio, huh?
Okay.
Garage door, so usually all the doors. She keeps her keys in the car.
Keys in the car as well.
All right, so her keys are in the car.
Yeah. She's really small. She's 100 pounds, probably 5'2", so this thing's way.
He keeps saying that as well all the way through to everybody, every cop that comes in. He's like, she's real small, you know, about 100 pounds, soaking wet. 5'2". I mean, he seems to be saying, you know, should be pretty easy to carry over my shoulder. He's about the size of an adolescent brown bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I checked the trunk. I don't know. I want to.
Oh no, I understand, buddy. I do.
I had the worst case scenario in my head. Maybe she did something to herself. So I started
Do you have
looking
any
around.
reason why? That's what.
Yeah, no. Worst case scenario is maybe she did something to herself, maybe drowning or what's that other one? Hanging. Hey, look, all of these extension cords have been rummaged.
No,
You know what I mean?
I would hate to even think about something.
Okay,
like that.
okay.
I mean,
Because we're trying to put a time.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that now, man. It's like Chris Watts, isn't it? It's hard to think about that stuff. Maybe hit them with a blunt object? Lure them into a trap?
Line together, and that's typically the hardest thing for us to do because you last saw her, you guys went to bed.
Right.
Then you separated from her when you went in the other room. So there's she has a huge head start on us to try to figure.
Okay, no, they like their long-handled broom-handle implements. What have they got there? I don't even know what half of those things are. I thought they were fishing rods, but no, that's all for sweeping and shoveling and... What's that other thing called? The long one. It's for like windows, isn't it?
Figure out where she could be. We just called the hospital now. They're checking.
The bed being made I would probably mean that she left this morning.
Right. So then I will wonder, how did she leave? Did she leave through the garage door or did she leave through the front door?
She would
Yes, ma'am?
Do you need anything? They're going to go search the path.
If you want to go search where we're not, that would be a huge help.
Okay.
Any more help with that can help. Be beneficial. It really could.
Do you know what she does? Have you ever been on that walk?
Well, we went on Friday. We went around the bike path opening, and then we went down on the
side.
grassy side,
Right.
and then just looked for,
But she didn't
20
take you that to it's hard to, I don't even know what road it is. It was just one circle you guys did though. You didn't go veer off and go somewhere else. There's another park that's on a street up there that allows, Lowe's or a Home Depot. If she wants to walk,
She's not in Home Depot, man.
How intoxicated do you think she was when y'all got home?
we were fine.
Not intoxicated enough to go to Home Depot. Unless they've got a Subway in the foyer. Which this guy loves. But when this guy goes to Subway, he probably just orders the bread, right? Can I just get a plain bread? Actually, give me two.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is she...
She does get drunk, but she wasn't. I've seen her way worse. She wasn't slurring and
She wasn't
stumbling.
slurred. Were
I've
you
seen
more
her
intoxicated
stumbling.
than she was yesterday?
No.
You don't think so? Okay.
I got to check in local hospital.
All right, thanks, Walt.
They're going to check north and south on that trail. I'm going to get a hold of someone from
Okay.
If
Okay.
something happened and she didn't have her ID on her.
But
She
you-
have any medical conditions?
You said a little bit of anxiety, but
Yeah,
she doesn't take the medicine every day.
No, I mean, she's really.
Is that
What's this guy's road song? What is it? He's got a long drive, right? Long drive. And he's going to put on a track right as he hits the highway. Turn it up to level 11 and cruise. What is that song? Michelle, you're good with music. What is this guy's road song?
medicine here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can you find it for me? I would really like to know what kind it is.
It takes it for sleep. She's finding it hard to fall asleep at night.
Okay.
She's split in half.
Does she see a doctor or counselor or
I
anything?
heard that part of her life. I don't know any of her doctors. She does, obviously someone prescribes it for her. But
Right.
I don't know who it would be.
Okay.
How long have you guys been together?
I met her, this is a tough one, 4 years ago, I think. And then I moved away and I came back, I think 2 years ago. It was 2 Augusts ago and got married. So I've been out here.
Yeah, I met her 4 years ago and I moved away. And then I came back 2 years ago when she offered to pay for my life. You see that snow shovel on the wall? Didn't cost me a dime. All my fishing gear, free. Hope you find her so I can get that pool table I've been thinking about. Yeah, as soon as we move this car out of the garage, a big pool table in here with one of those little beer fridges for me and the guys, okay? She pays for all that.
It'll be 2 years, I think, this summer.
Okay.
And there was a period a year before that I was out here for a couple of years. And that's when I met her.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I'm kind of new to the area.
How long you been best friends with her?
3 years maybe. Something like that.
Were you best friends with her before they were together? Okay.
We met at the pool.
Christina, yeah, I get where you're going. Take it easy, the Eagles. I couldn't get out of my head Sweet Home Alabama, which is, I'd say, at least in the same range as Take It Easy.
I own a condo that I rent on the
In a
other
way.
side
In
here.
kind of
and
way.
we met at the pool.
Okay.
And like last year we went to Belize together and
So pretty close.
yeah.
Sort
Okay.
of progressive
She
country.
considers you
Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty close.
Have you ever known her to want to harm herself or
No.
no, not at all? You never saw any signs, never conversations that kind of make you go, huh, nothing like that?
You ever thought about a tanning bed? I mean, I know it's in Ohio, but come on. Come on.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not her. That's why this is so odd. Yeah, this is just
Highway
not-
to
I'm
hell, yeah.
just thinking now. She did have a pin removed out of her ankle last year,
Or,
and I think her ankle's okay. now.
Hell's
She doesn't
Bells.
seem to
Fully
have any
recovered.
issues.
Hell's Bells might actually be a better choice, K9. But that's what he would be listening to. I'm rolling thunder, pouring rain.
But I just this is just
She's
not like
the
her.
straightest, squarest person I've ever met. She does everything. She's taught me a lot just since I moved with her.
You know, the house is like
Real meticulous.
Yeah, she taught me how to cut the crusts off my bread, and she taught me how to pick up my boxer shorts from the bathroom floor. And she's the straightest, squarest person I know, man. And he's talking to a cop right now. It's like,
And this is uncharacteristic. She would never go somewhere and not tell you where she was going, ever. It just wouldn't happen.
Okay.
I mean, I lasted as long as I could today. Just being like, she's going to show up, whatever. She's foraging, she went for a walk, She took a trip.
You know what? Normal run of things, right? Because this guy is a little awkward in general, right? He does have a baseline that's a little bit, you know. But you wake up, where's my wife? Well, her phone and all her shit is here, so I can't call her, and she's not around. And, she's not around. I'd have just gone to walk the trail, right? He keeps going on about this trail. Why don't you... Before I called the police, I would walk the trail, right? Where she forages or whatever. You know, it's like... But I think he did wait a day because it came up in court. They said, and you waited, you didn't call the police when you first noticed her missing. No. And they said, well, why not? Weren't you alarmed? And he said, well, I thought you had to wait 24 hours. Which, again, I also think is fair enough. I would not be a person to call the police unless, you know, there was a clear indication that was needed. Like if someone had been... It would take 3 days of someone being missing before I would even start to think about it. You know what I mean? I guess it depends who it is. If they're vulnerable. I mean, if it's a baby, obviously you go straight to the nearest cop. Don't wait.
Cars here, maybe someone picked her up, which I don't think has ever happened. I've never had...
Well, she would have taken her phone. I mean, that's really unusual. And she would have told you that she's going somewhere or had her friend text you. I mean, this is just...
Mr. Frank, I near spit out my drink. What are you drinking? Molson's?
What was that name of that place you said you guys were at?
We went to Chipotle? No, not Chipotle. What's the Greek place?
Oh, the Greek Coldplay.
Coldplay?
Oh, I mean the place where you said it was almost 2 hours away or something like that.
Oh yeah, there's a spring there where you can collect spring water.
Okay.
Of these pipes. It's a town. I can.
You can show me that. Okay.
What she told.
Yeah, and before I thought, hey, you know, maybe she did something to herself, I'd think she'd run away. Right? You wouldn't jump to that conclusion, but he's really jumping to that conclusion to the point that he's pointing out cables that have been rummaged. You know, look at that extension cord. It's been rummaged. It doesn't live there. It shouldn't be there. What if she did something? And then she was found with a cord around her neck. I mean, that's fucking convenient, isn't it?
B-U-C-H-T-E-L, Ohio. B-U-T-H-T-E-L. It's very small. It's a very small town.
Lenny, hello.
Spring water place is on the corner of Franklin Street and Marietta.
Just run away, Simba. Run away. So your father showed you the whole kingdom, did he? He didn't show you what's beyond that rise at the northern border. And he's absolutely right. Far too dangerous. Only the bravest lions go there. Simba, Simba, Simba. I'm only looking out for the well-being of my favorite nephew. All the more reason to be protective. An elephant graveyard is no place for a young prince.
Okay. All right. Did it look like she had some food before she left? Were there any bowls in the sink? Was there any...
I ordered, each place we went, I ordered food and I ate it. She's very small.
Okay.
Each place we went, we ordered food, and I ate it. She's very small. Well, maybe she didn't want to go restaurant crawling then. I mean, you're supposed to go out for drinks, not go to 15 fucking one after the other restaurants. Every place we went, we ordered food, and I ate it. She's very small. He literally just said that. Put it on a mug. Head on over to merch.truecrimemetrics.com for all metrics merch requirements. What did we just say? I want to put this on a mug, literally. I do seriously just want to start collecting black and white text on mugs, random one-off phrases like that from true crime cases, and not reference who quoted it at all, who's quoted it at all, right? Now, what was it again?
She left. Were there any bowls in the sink? Was there any?
I ordered, each place we went, I ordered food, and I ate it. She's very small.
Okay.
I ate it, yeah. 1, 2, and 8.
Well, I bet she had fun on that evening, didn't she? Watching you eat. Oh. You want to go restaurant crawling? For a date? You're not hungry? Oh, that's okay, I am. No, just 4 or 5 places. Come on. You liked it last time. Yes, you did.
She doesn't eat, man. She's really small. She's like 100 pounds.
What about her shoes?
Oh, yeah, she mentioned her shoes last night. She wanted to make sure that I approved of her shoes.
You had what, proofs?
She approved of her shoes. She was like, and I believe it was one of those pair that she was wearing at the bars last night. Not our trip to the fountain.
Okay.
But I think she was wearing a pair of those.
Would you be able to tell me if any shoes are missing?
No.
You wouldn't be able to tell me that, or no, they're not?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I'll probably be guessing. She has several pairs of sneakers. She has all that shoes.
Yeah, I know. She had several pairs of sneakers.
Well, thank God we didn't get the obvious woman with a lot of shoes joke like in Chris Watts. Would you be able to tell if any shoes were missing? What, are you kidding me? She's got like 1,500 pairs.
So do you see the clothes that she was wearing last night?
It's all that's in this fucking closet. Shoes, shoes, shoes.
She was wearing this last night.
What about top?
I don't know.
You don't know where the top is? Okay. Okay. So yesterday, you guys were here in the city celebrating her birthday.
We got up. What did we do? I don't know what time we did up. It was early. It was early because we ended up going to my dad's. He have a garden over there. And he could probably tell you what time we got there. We drove all the way out to which whatever.
Bus school, bunch of.
Filled up some water jugs, which took 10 minutes. And then we got right up back on the road. Halfway through, we stopped at a rest stop. We had lunch, a picnic type thing, did some collecting.
Another picnic. I mean, come on. Tell me in chat, everybody, when was the last picnic you went on? And I'm not talking about having like a takeaway sandwich in the park on a bench on your own for lunch at work. Everyone does that. Okay, I'm talking about going to nature with a what do you call it? You know, what do you call it? You know, like a rug for the floor. What do you call the thing you put on the floor for a fucking picnic? It's got a name, hasn't it? Lay out the tablecloth? No. What is that thing called? Yeah, when was the last time anyone went out with like, I mean, maybe not a hamper, because I think that only happens in Enid Blyton novels, but like a specific picnic event. A blanket, is that all it is? Okay. I thought it had a very special name. A picnic blanket. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you, Unleashed.
Portugal's got back in the car, came home. It was, we went right to my father's. And there, my father was there, and he had some friends over, to a couple. We gardened, they played guitar. We were probably there 4 hours, maybe.
Okay.
We left at 4. So we came home, washed up. So we were out early. That's for us, that's early. So
Okay.
5 o'clock,
Right.
4:30, whatever it was.
Right.
That's when we went downtown. I can't tell you exactly when we came back. But
Okay.
we went to those 3 places.
Cobley,
Cobley,
Jimmy B's.
Bag and Alley, Jimmy B's,
Okay.
depends on what order.
Okay.
Met some people, talked to some people.
Met some people, talked to some people, had some sandwiches, went for a picnic. We talked to some people, met some people. We said, hey, you guys, you want to go for a picnic? I mean, we were going to go, but I think we brought enough for, 2 more. I like sandwiches. What's this, Unleashed? Unleashed says, I'll send y'all some apple pie moonshine. Which is what? Ethanol with cinnamon in it. Would you like some ethanol and cinnamon? In Kentucky, they put cinnamon on bacon while it's cooking. And apparently, it's not bad. I want to try it. I've still been meaning to do that.
We know the bartender.
Okay.
I came home, and I could have swore it was probably still light out. So, I don't know, 8 is it still light at 8? I don't think we were down there that long.
Okay.
I have all these receipts and stuff or whatever. And we went to bed, and we slept, and just like normal.
Whose bed? Which bed? Her bed or our bed? Oh, there's no shame in it. I mean, I think there's even a King of Queens episode where Doug and Carrie have to get a bed replacement, and it's replaced with 2 twin beds. And they say, this must be a mistake. This is ridiculous. They made a mistake. The delivery people got it wrong. And they can't correct the mistake now until Monday because, so they have to sleep a couple of nights with these twin beds. And they end up thinking, this is brilliant. We don't need to have one bed that we both sleep in. And they're right.
I got up. It was early because earlier than I usually get up to go pee because of my prostate, which is every night. I looked at the clock and it was late. It was earlier than normal. It was like 12:30, 1 o'clock maybe, and I'm like, okay, went into this room here and fell asleep on the couch. It took a while for me to get back to sleep because I woke up later. Usually I can get back to sleep within an hour, and then I'm getting up at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I woke up, I think, around 10:30. I looked on my phone. I looked for her to see where her phone was. I got to search to see if she was here. It said she was here, so I was okay. She's out here doing something.
Okay.
I lied there for a little bit, did some Facebooking, made some texts probably, and eventually I came out, and this is the way it was, man. She wasn't here. I said, well, okay, let's just maybe. Then I started discovering things. There's her phone. There's her wallet.
Okay.
I went out to the car. There's her car. And I'm like, well, maybe she went for a walk. Hours went by until I just got to the point where I was just like, I gotta make a phone call. I gotta call somebody because this is so strange that this is happening. That's pretty much time-wise. I mean,
Okay.
Time's up, but I'm nervous.
So, when you got up, you didn't use the bathroom in the bedroom. You used this one here.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I get up and I just go right to that bathroom. I go to the bathroom and I go back. I go to this room. There's a couch.
Okay. Is this like your man cave or?
No, if you want to call it that. Yeah, it's sort of, I guess. It's my room where I can come.
Your relaxation room?
The screen's going to be back on in about less than 1 minute. unleashed. I just wanted to hear what was being said, but we're going to have the visual again now.
Okay.
She makes this the messiest room in the hospital. It's not. But yeah, it's just a routine that we get into because I wake her up and I don't want to disturb her, so I just come in here and grab her out.
Okay.
And I didn't hear her leave. I text her at 11 something and asked her, "Are we still going to that party?" She didn't get back to me. Yeah, it was 11:54 when I asked if we were still going to go to that party, and it was 3 o'clock when I texted her, and I said, "I guess we're not going."
Anything. He's over here. Thank you. Did you get a hold of any friends or anyone?
Yeah, I got a hold of her sister, and she's calling.
Her sister? Where's her sister live?
Out Maryland, outside D.C.
Oh, so far away.
Yeah, but she knows her friends via Facebook.
Okay,
She
cool.
thought it would be bad. I thought it would be bad. I don't want to call her friends and just make everybody worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Calling people just seems.
Yeah, and they'll probably start pointing the fingers at me and talking about her weird husband that they don't like and didn't think was a good fit for her. Yeah, I'm not going to call her friends on Facebook. I don't want to worry anyone. Now, where's my sandwich?
Everybody's just gonna be freaked out. I do have one more phone call to make. I have a cousin that lives just down the road, over here.
Okay.
They wouldn't allow her not to call me. You know what I mean? I have a father who lives in Worthington. I just called him. There's no way that they would just let her do this.
Right.
Get a hold of me. So it just seems odd to call everybody. So I don't know.
Is there any other place she likes to go to?
Yeah, she's got. Not without her car.
Not without her car.
She
Okay.
She walks. She goes to if there's a path or a place to walk, she's walking it. I've only been here for a couple of years, so I'm names of places.
Where are you from?
Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Las Vegas. Just like all the other decent people from there. Seriously. Where are you from? Las Vegas. No, seriously.
All right. And I also noticed, are you guys legally married? Okay. I just noticed the last names were different. No, that's okay. I was just curious. You did ask about the card, and I wanted to give you that.
Yeah, she's been using her maiden name since she stopped wearing her wedding ring. But no, we're good. You know, no more trouble than any other marriage. Did she ask me to move out? No more than in any other marriage. Did she threaten to leave me? Yeah, but no more than in any other marriage.
That to you before I forgot. That's all my information on the front. That's the report number on the back. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is get with radio, and we're going to send out we have a large law enforcement database, and I'm trying to make this as easy to understand as possible. This law enforcement database goes to every police department in the state of Ohio. I'm going to attach a note to her OL. says, hey, if you come in contact with this person, we need to make contact with her.
Do you
Get
want
with us.
Description?
Oh, we have everything. We have, yes, sir. We have everything. So that's the next step, and as well as the report.
Hey, Michelle, are we not live? What's this message on Discord, Michelle? Are you crazy? Michelle is on Discord right now saying, let me know if you're starting a new stream and I can let everyone in chat know. We're here, we're live right now. Can't you see us? Someone reach out and tell us. Who are we and where are you? Michelle. Michelle's everywhere.
You just keep doing what you've been doing. I'm trying to get in touch with as many people as possible.
So just keep getting all of your phone.
Yeah. Because at this point now, you got to call as many people as you can. Because now we're at the point, it just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Now, for someone to be gone that long.
How long have you been doing this?
What the fuck?
About
Hey.
7 years.
Can someone other than Michelle say something in chat? Because everything looks like it's live to me, Michelle. Oh, Linny says we're live. And Retro Unleashed AI says we are live. Neverly, hello. Are we live? Neverly? Neverly will tell us. We are live. She has spoken.
Before, cases before
Oh, yeah.
this happens.
Mhm.
And how much?
Do you know this case, Neverly? This is, what's his name? Matheau Moore, who didn't kill his wife, apparently. Although, when he called her in missing, he did say to dispatch, hang on, I've got to get this quote. He said to dispatch, I want to report my wife as being uncharacteristically missing. Later, he said that he got up that morning uncharacteristically late. And then at some other point, he said, I think also to dispatch, that my wife is anatomically a very pretty lady. I mean, if that doesn't say killer, I don't know what does. Right? Christina! Pow! Good, live.
I'm going to say that most people turn up.
Mm-hmm. Most people, it's really weird. Most people will disappear, do the same thing, leave all their stuff, and they just need.
Yeah, disappear. He wants to clarify because he knows the guy is from Las Vegas, and he might think that is some lingo from a magic act. You mean disappear like under the table, or?
Need a break. They just go somewhere. You don't hear from them for a few days, and then we'll get information. Hey, I just needed a break.
Now watch as I saw this car in half.
It is more common.
What do? They just like walk somewhere? Or?
Well, most of the time they drive. Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time they drive. So what do they do, these people that wander off? Do they just walk somewhere? Or as if there's some sort of running statistic to establish what most people would do. Yeah, they just walk off. It's an epidemic. It's called walk-off syndrome. In fact, that's what Mick Dundee did in Crocodile Dundee 1 in the Outback. Thought I'd go on a walkabout Creek. That's where he was from, wasn't it? Where he wrestled that alligator in the pub.
They get in their car and they just go. But yeah, it's honest to goodness, it's not uncommon for people to do that. So if you got,
but it is uncommon for them to leave their car, phone, keys, wallet. And he keeps going on about that extension cord. I keep noticing that. That does not live there. That's not where that goes. She's very tidy. She would never leave that there. That's not where that goes. I think in pointing that out, we're also establishing a motive, right? Everything had to be in its place. She already paid for the whole... I mean, the house is her mother's house that she inherited, and now they inherited. He moved here from far away for her, but also she agreed to pay for his entire life. He doesn't work. He stays at home, moving things and not putting them back where they belong, right? And then she gets back and says, "Where's my nail clippers?" "I left my nail clippers on the third shelf, on the left side of the third shelf. That's where they go. I know you took them." Which he denies, although remembering he did and hoping that he can find them before she does, so he can put them back where they belong and blame it on her bad eyesight. And this is the kind of argument that went back and forth until one day he wrapped a phone charging cable around her neck and just started pulling. And then basically carried her out to the backyard, dumped her in a woods that just by chance got signed off as having been searched by police, when actually all that had happened was some neighbours had walked around the perimeter of those woods, which was a small glade grove style of wood, right? Like these little patches of trees you get over new build areas. You know what I'm saying? Those little patches of trees that I hate.
guys went out and had a wonderful time. You know, sounds like you guys are happily married. You didn't notice anything out of the ordinary with her moods or anything like that. I don't have any more information. You know, I mean, if only information we're going to get is going to come strictly from you now. So we can check.
It's okay, Retro. Michelle is Italian, so everything is an exclamation. And we adore it.
I don't want to screw things up.
What do you mean?
I'm really bad with time and dates, and I'm just not good at that shit. I just don't want to
Yeah, really bad with time and dates and putting things away. And eating anything that isn't on toast. You know what I'm good at? Staying at home. Yeah. You know what a man cave is? Yeah, I'm gonna make this whole place my man cave now. I'm gonna have a barker lounger in every room. Yeah. You see that Subaru? I'm selling it tomorrow. That's where the pool table's going. With one of those little beer fridges for me and the guys.
You know, it doesn't sound like you could.
I screw things up a lot.
No, you know you were with her yesterday. We just don't know if she left last night or this morning. That's the only thing we don't know.
I screw things up a lot, and my beard hair clogs the shower drain a lot, and she complains daily. I say, I'm not cutting it off. It's part of who I am. She's like, okay, well, if you're not going to cut off, at least pick it out of the fucking drain. I'm not cutting it off. It's part of who I am. This is the kind of argument that they would have had, right? that she died over? His beard in the fucking drain.
You know, we don't know how much of a head start she has. Is there all the bikes in there? Did she take a bike?
The bikes are up.
Okay, all the bikes are there? Okay.
It's literally like...
He hadn't checked a bike, had he? He just knew that one hadn't gone. He had to go and check. Right? He answered the cop. Again, like with the bed. That bed thing. Wait until you get up and see his reaction to the bed question. The cop, because of his training, is up on the upper landing and he sees her room, because they have separate rooms, which everybody should. If you're married or in a long distance, a live-in relationship, and you're still living under that fucking conditioning where you think, oh, well, because we're in a relationship, we have to sleep in the same room. Because if we don't sleep in the same room, then that's like an indicator that something is wrong with the relationship. Fucking shut up, okay? Go and sleep in the other room. Take your space. Just enjoy it, okay? I mean, come on. Stand up. Who is in this chat right now who says, I sleep with my life partner in the same bed every day and I love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. You're lying to yourself.
Or someone came and picked her up.
Someone came and picked her up, you would think it would be gone.
That's what I was...
Sorry, but the bed thing, right? The bed thing is the cop, because of his training, takes one walk up on the landing and says, hey, the bed's made. Her bed's made. Did you notice the bed is made? And it was made like real nice, right? Supposedly, she would have left early enough. I mean, he says he got up at 10, right? And he hasn't seen it. So she wasn't in the house. He says. But the thing is that when the cop pointed it out, he hadn't noticed it. Because it's not in his brain to think about that. Because he's not thinking, is the cop going to point that out? Because he doesn't think like a cop, right? So he's surprised. And again, with the bikes, with those bikes, the question about the bikes, could she have taken a bike? And he immediately, or maybe not really immediately, but pretty quick, says, no, the bikes are there. But he did that. The amount of space and time didn't come from him having checked that a bike hadn't been taken, right? He just did that through deduction. He was like, well, of course all the bikes are there because she's dead and I dumped the body, so no one would have taken a bike. That's where the information came from. But what would have happened if he actually had not checked the bikes and the cop said that? He'd have run over to the bikes. Oh, yeah, maybe she took a bike. Right? Let me go and check the bikes. Maybe she took a bike. You're right. That's what he would have done. Okay. I was going to come in at this like neutral, but there's getting too much for this now. How's that poll doing? 85% say yes.
I was going to say...
Check out this question about the bikes, okay? Maybe we should do it on 0.75 speed, because we'll play it once through normal speed.
Not good at that shit. I just don't want to like give you wrong information.
You know, it doesn't sound like you could.
I screw things up a lot.
No, you were with her yesterday. We just don't know if she left last night or this morning. That's the only thing we don't know. You know, we don't know how much of a head start she has. Is there all the bikes in there? Did she take a bike?
The bikes are there.
Okay, all the bikes are there? Okay.
It's literally like she vanished.
It's literally like she vanished. Like David Copperfield. Yeah, I don't think he had checked the bikes, right? He's asked about the bikes. And if he had checked them earlier and done that thing of like, let me go and check if a bike is missing. Oh no, there they are. I'll save that information in my brain for later. Then his reaction would not have been this to the bike question, right? He would have just turned to the cop and said, no, I checked that earlier. Both bikes are there. It's not the bikes. That would have been reaction one if he had checked the bikes. Now, if he had not even thought about the bikes, which he had not, but wanted to confirm it anyway, he wouldn't have needed to go and check the bikes. What he would have done is said, oh, that's a fucking good idea. Let me go and check if the bikes are missing, because that would make perfect sense. That would make sense why she's far enough away that we can't find her on foot, but still within distance that, would be unreachable unless she was driving a car, because she has taken a bike. That's pretty much sold me on his guilt. And with the bed question that's coming up, we're going to check out his interrogation after this. It's a little fiery at points.
It's not her, man.
Or someone came and picked her up.
Someone came and picked her up. You would think it would be on.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm not into. I don't know. I'm so much shit's running through my head right now. Dude.
Right.
Let me show you one thing. And
Okay.
It's just because I'm crazy.
No, show me.
This thing here, and I don't know. This
Oh, here you go. Extension cord.
doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
We-
This doesn't belong here. And I definitely don't know that she's lying in a ditch with a phone cable tied around her neck, about 15 yards on the other side of this house. Well, not that close, but pretty close. Yeah, let me just go and point out this big shelf of cables. Because, I saw this orange hose here, and on top of the cooler, which is where it doesn't live.
You mean it doesn't belong here?
It doesn't belong. That's where it belongs. Right there. I've never seen it. I just noticed it. Someone took it and put it there.
And I guess the thing is, right, is that if someone did what he's describing, they would be doing it to get another cable from under the big orange cable, right? That's why they would take that off and put it on the cooler and then take the cable that they wanted to go and kill themselves with on the other side of the house, in the woods behind the building. Yeah. Doesn't add up to me, man. I think it was him. Which means he got away with murder, scot-free.
Now, can she reach that? Because she's very short.
I don't know.
Yeah. Tell us again how she's 100 pounds soaking wet.
To think, I don't know, man. It's just weird that it's here. And I don't know.
That might be why, huh? That might be why that he keeps mentioning, hey, she's only 100 pounds. She's tiny. She's like 5'2". Because he's basically volunteering how easily he could wipe her off the planet, right? Just a few taps of the knuckle and she'd be down like a sack of hammers, very small hammers. Yeah.
More than one thing on here. We inherited this house.
So he can later say, the psychology's like, Yeah, why would I voluntarily demonstrate how easily it would have been for me to kill her with my bare hands because she's 100 pounds soaking wet, 5'2" and tiny? Why would I demonstrate that by repeatedly saying how small she was when I was on Bodycam? A guilty man wouldn't have done that, you know? Which is obviously a pretty feeble attempt at putting across a narrative, but we see that shit all the time, right? Those little attempts, right?
From her mother.
Right.
These are all her mother's stuff.
Okay.
I don't really know too much about it.
Yeah. Guess it's all your stuff now, huh? I mean, he gets all this shit now, you know. They were married when she died, and he was found not guilty. So as far as earthly assets, I guess it's all his, right? Kind of lucky. Kill your wife and you get all her mother's shit. Her mother's leaf blower, her mother's big picnic cooler for all your sandwiches and your white bread, her mother's mag light and fly swatter. Loads of stuff.
Why is this here?
And her mom passed away? Yeah, out of a car crash, correct? Okay.
I don't. All I know is this is. We went to that spring and filled up bottles. This is the spring water.
That's the spring water.
When I got home,
Your phone's ringing.
I just brought it home and put it there.
Cop had to tell him the phone was ringing. If it was me, I'd have heard that immediately and darted into the other room. Like, oh, there she is. That could be her. Move. Out of my way. Gotta get to the phone. You know? He had to be told, though, didn't he? Subtle, but present.
I don't know what that was. What was her sister called me? She hung up with her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know why I would
No.
tell you that, man.
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay, alright. I'm talking to the police right now, so I gotta go. Alright, bye.
What'd she say?
She called by accident.
Oh, okay.
But called me.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Have you noticed anything else missing?
No.
I mean, out of place?
No. But that is, everything is so in place.
Right.
There. Why would that be there? That, someone did that. I didn't do it.
Can you prove that you didn't do it? You know what I was thinking today? That possibly, on some level, the most difficult place to hide something from someone is in your own home. If the person that's looking for it is going to be coming in, like a police officer, right? And you might think, well, hey, metrics, but your home would be the easiest place to hide something because you know all the nooks and crannies. All those little spaces that you can put things. Yeah, but you know what else you know, or what else you don't know? You don't have the first fucking idea what your home looks like to someone who has never been in it before. Because when you go into a space every day, your brain starts to fucking blur shit out. You know, when you become familiar with an environment, half of what you see is the memory version of the space, right? Because why would your brain go through all that processing power to make new pictures of every single moment in a house that you're in every single day? It's all like buffer memory, right? It's like the cache folder in your browser. Delete your cache. The cop has just deleted his cache. He's coming into your home, memory clear, new environment. you don't even have the slightest idea what your home looks like to fresh eyes. So you might think that you cleaned up that bloody stain, but a cop, you see what I'm saying? I don't know what he'd be looking for in that exact scenario, but it's different. And we forget it's different. Complacency is the enemy.
And a lot of people get things wrong. You know what I mean? Don't they? They just get things wrong. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I'm positive. This.
I'm telling you, someone did this. And it wasn't me. Someone did this. I'm telling you. I want to say it 4 times on camera.
Here and it wasn't there.
Because you guys put the thing there.
Here yesterday, I collected 3 bottles. I put them in the fridge to keep them cold. We kept the rest out here, and that's all. Maybe at some point she took it and put it there for some weird reason, maybe. But I'm just telling you that this was not. She wouldn't do that because she puts everything right back to where it's supposed to be. Everything here is just methodic. This being here is weird. She wouldn't even like that.
She puts everything back where it's supposed to be, huh? But I guess in that moment she was so, suicidal that she just had to take a precise, certain cord from the cord rack up there, hooks, and then not put it back. She didn't care about tidying up. But then how does that fit with your she made her own bed this morning story? I don't see any way that he didn't beat her to death. But he didn't have any marks on his hands.
That. But I didn't have anywhere to put it, so I just put it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's super methodical. She's like, look at everything's like in its place. The tools are all perfect.
So all this was like this when you got here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, her mother gave it.
I mean, it's sort of tidy. I wouldn't say the tools are all perfect. I mean, someone's started to put them on the wall a bit in not a very good order. And on a area that really that is not the wall to put tools on like that, right? You're going to want a nice table beneath that wall unit. And as it's a walking area, this is a key real estate. That wall storage should be for things that you pick up and put down on a daily basis as you're going to the car. So, maybe your gym bag, your what else do you put in the car sometimes regularly? Your gym bag and your foraging for your wild garlic and parsley. Tools like that, I mean, you would put those on the back wall, okay? It's not intelligently done. And that barbecue is very small. What is that, a barbecue for one? I want a hot dog. Let me just get the solo grill.
I mean, I have 2 things. I have a toolbox.
Right, but this is her lifestyle. This is her. Yeah. Everything has a place.
Yes. That's how methodical she is about everything.
I thought I had a place in her heart, but I guess I was wrong. I guess it's back to Cincinnati for me.
These are the shoes she was wearing last night.
When y'all went out to celebrate her birthday?
That's right. And for these not to be like this, to me means that there were shoes here. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I'm going out.
No, you're making sense. You're making perfect sense.
There were shoes probably here that she's wearing. And I'm guessing that there were sneakers like this. Those are definitely the shoes she wore last night. Why she left them out here last night? She's walking around. She doesn't want to track stuff in. Usually she would take them and bring them somewhere. She wouldn't leave them there. It's very, very odd. And that is super odd. I think she's into these are herbs. These
What
are
kind of herbs? Like cooking herbs? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what kind of herbs? This is the police, pal. What are you drying up there? Yeah, this is all wild garlic. Yeah, we got 200 mason jars drying out.
You dry them. They're wild forageables. They're called. They're weed
Wild forageables, magic forageables.
that they don't spray with lawn be gone. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And what you do is you'll dry them out and then you use them in soups. You make teas out of them.
Okay.
I know it's kind of strange.
I noticed her purse. What about credit cards?
Yeah.
Is that what set it all off? He couldn't take being, getting home from, not work. He doesn't work. Getting, coming out of his man cave and saying, "What's for dinner?" And she says, "Nettle soup." Again. Yeah, got a whole big batch of nettles this morning on one of my walks, my foraging walks. Nettle soup.
Does she? I noticed that purse you showed me didn't have credit. It just had her ID. So does she have credit cards with her? Then maybe if she's using them, we can call the credit card company and see.
Yeah, Neville is on the case. Look, this guy reeks of guilt, and what's that stuff that you put on like bread? Branston pickle. That's his favorite. This guy reeks of guilt. Way too calm. Way too jittery. Way too helpful. Good point. Good move.
She
Are there?
I'd be guessing last night if she just brought this. I think she might have just brought this with her. You know what I mean?
Okay. Are there credit cards in there?
No, just kept. Oh, wait.
What's that beeping noise?
That's my phone.
Oh, okay.
See, now that I made that phone call, they're going to be like, people are going to be trying to. Yeah, here's her.
They're going to be like, he did it.
Those are.
We always knew about that guy. We didn't think he was a right fit for her.
One's a
two.
debit, yeah, and the ones that now, does she carry more than just these? I'd be guessing.
Okay.
I think no, and she'd never, if she had somewhere to go, she wouldn't not take that.
Right. Which side of the bed does she sleep on?
If you're on the right.
She always sleeps
And
on the right.
another thing, if she would have,
The real answer is, whatever the fuck side she wants, bub, we sleep in separate beds. Like everybody should.
made this bed, she would have fixed the pillows. The pillows aren't made. That she would have straightened the pillows out. But they're like this. That to me means that we were in here, maybe sleeping just on top, or you know what I mean? And I just don't know. It's not normal.
Not normal.
When she goes to make a bed, she fixes the pillows.
Well, you said you were sleeping in the bed last night, right?
And we were drinking, and I'm not. It's foggy, but I remember getting up when I had to go pee, going out, and I looked right at the clock. Cause I always do the same thing to see what time it is, to figure out like how much more time I got before I got
Right.
And then on my phone, what I do is I sit and I just flip through my phone, you know what I mean? And I made like three texts to friends in the middle of the night. So I was just in the other room between the times of like 2 in the morning and 4 in the morning. And I think I probably fell back to sleep about 5. And that's why I slept till 11.
Convenient. Yeah, I slept uncharacteristically late, and my wife is uncharacteristically missing. But she is anatomically... what is it? Anatomically a really pretty lady. Anatomically. It's a good... it's the kind of thing that Dr. Grande would put in a Valentine card. Right? You are anatomically a really pretty lady. God bless his wife.
What's wrong, brother?
Does she take vitamins?
Occasionally. I'm the vitamin guy.
All right, I saw a vitamin
I'm the
there.
vitamin guy.
She does occasionally. She's very into health.
What does that mean? I'm the vitamin guy. You know where you get vitamins or vitamins? Oranges. You know. Just any of those foods that grow, you know, like plants, full of vitamins. You know, that's their main like content. And fiber.
Which one of these books was the last one she was reading? You pick them up and open them up for me. That's
Can
just
you
a
pick up
bookmark.
the books and open them up?
This is iPad. I tried to.
Yeah, I
open
was
it.
gonna say, can you turn that
I
on?
couldn't. I didn't know how to do it.
Oh, so she was last playing a game. Or that's just what popped up.
Fucking hell, Neville. What have you done? Oh, this is brilliant. So Retro Unleashed says, my kids gave me every grey hair on my head so I don't colour mine. I'm pretty low maintenance. And then Neville said, you are a guy and you can get away with it. Men with grey hair, distinguished. Women with grey hair, hags. Oh no. Oh, it's just a funny misunderstanding.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to search it. Her phone is. I kind of got a timeline. There's really nothing that she did
Okay.
after. I don't know how I can show you.
Does this open?
Really neat.
Oh, don't open the cooler. There's always a human head in the cooler. Don't open it, man. Get a detective. Get a homicide down here now.
Nice stuff. Oh, but I think it's just the back.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay.
Nice. The Amish stuff. Quality grade stuff.
Wow, everything is in its place.
Everything is in its place. That's the thing that drove him
Every single
mad.
thing is.
You know, her needing everything in its place drove him insane, and him not complying with her need to have everything in its place drove her insane. That's not what you call compatibility, is it? I mean, that's not a good flow. I'm sensing clashes daily.
In order. Do you guys have a computer?
Not that, no. I have a personal computer that she doesn't use.
Yeah, I don't let her anywhere near that. That's for my guy time, okay? I keep it in the shed.
Her phone?
And for work, she's got she works from home. She's got
Okay.
like a little tablet.
When's the last time you checked your email?
you want me to check them?
Yeah, check your email.
Everything is awesome. Is that from the Lego movie? You know, I've been meaning to watch that again because I avoided it for years because I thought it was just, you know, I judged it completely. And then I actually watched it. And it blew my mind. I mean, you know, it was like, it was really deep. Sort of a, you know, what do you call that thing? Through the looking glass, I guess.
Would that be the same email on your computer? You only have one email
No,
address?
I have this one, and I just cleaned them too, so it'll be good.
Okay.
There's nothing here, and I just cleaned these, so it shouldn't be a lot. I got 7 there.
I'm sorry for the black screen.
I wonder if she sent you anything.
Oh, okay. The only one she knows I have is the Wiseport 101, which is Gmail.
Okay. Okay.
If she was to hurt herself, like if it was something along those lines, do they try to hide it? Do they go like a long ways away or something, or?
It depends. Everyone's different. Sometimes it depends on.
So these people that run away, do they walk or do they go a long way? Or, and that's another thing. He's trying to create the impression that he's, you know, getting as much information as he can from a professional that's in the business of finding missing people, a cop, right? So tell me more about your investigation strategy. Do people tend to just walk off, or do they go a long way, or usually a short way? What kind of way? You know, all that's in his head is, I have to appear as if I am engaging with the task at hand and making use of the professional's time and experience, right? That's what he's doing. That's all that's in his head. But all that is in his head is the need to fulfill that act. He's not actually putting thought into how to do that, or how to do that convincingly, which is the backwards way to what it would be in real life. In real life, it would be the other way around, because you wouldn't care about making the impression that you were engaging with the investigation. You would be focusing on the next thing to get that would engage with the investigation. You wouldn't just be going, oh, I need to engage with the investigation, so I'll grab the closest possible thing and say that thing. Like, so people that go missing, do they go far? You know? He's exposing his own lies right now in front of us. And he got off. We're going to have to watch that trial, or at least the closing argument or opening statement.
The reason why they want to hurt themselves.
If she was at, like, my son, they found him at Boyer Preserve, and a jogger found him. And I guess, I don't know, they found him right away.
Yeah. Yeah, we searched that park. We searched Hoffwoods.
Do you know if you go down County Line Road and take a left after the bridge, if you go all the way down it, that's where the Home Depot is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So if you take a left right there, there's a park to the right. There's a pond and a park with tennis courts.
Okay.
And you can walk around it, and there's a patch of. We'll do that walk too.
Do y'all do that walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get there from here too. Like, you walk up this way, you go over the bridge path.
Right.
Go over that into this neighborhood. It's over that way.
Yeah.
And then you come up to a road that the Home Depot's on the end of it. You push a button, you can walk across the traffic, stops, and then you go into a park. We've walked that park several times too, but it's really small.
You said Home Depot. Home Depot's off of Maxtown.
Yeah, Polaris turns into Maxtown.
Right.
So it's, if you go down here and take, go past the bridge.
Yeah, past the bridge. Right.
Take your first left, whatever road that is. There's a park on that, on the right.
Okay.
And we walked that particular park too.
Okay.
You can get there from here. It's like
I see. I understand where you're talking now.
But it's so small. I mean, if she did go there
And there are a
and
lot
harm
of
herself, there's no, they would find her.
yeah, there are a lot of people out today with the holiday. You don't have any enemies or anything?
We don't have, we're so laid back, man. We don't
Okay.
have, we don't, you know what I mean? I don't even know anybody here, really.
Okay.
I came
Yeah.
here and
I just
got married
stay in.
and had my son. He was sick, and we had a rough go, but it was that, so I didn't have any time to like hang out with people. I have a father that lives in Worthington, and we go over there. I literally don't have really any friends here. I got a cousin who's right around the road. She doesn't have any enemies at all.
And her only closest family is her sister lives in Maryland.
Yeah, her mother and father are dead, and she's got a brother who lives somewhere around here, but they don't talk.
They don't talk.
It's been weird because this coronavirus thing. I hear like different engines and stuff. I don't know, it's just paranoid.
What do you mean by different engines?
Like guys will drive by and rev these engines,
Mhm.
like, "Wah!" Hemis or something.
Yeah.
It's weird for this area because it's so quiet.
What's that got to do with the
People, like, who
coronavirus?
don't live in here,
There's different engines driving around. Some of them have corona.
Yeah.
and you're like, no, who's that dude? He's not watching.
Right.
It's really quiet around here. It's really super quiet. I don't have any. Besides, there is a bit of tension with with the people, with the engines, but it's just, it's just what's going on.
Right.
I'm not at all intimidated by walking around this neighborhood. It's just, everybody here's so nice. I just don't know what to do, man.
What did her sister say?
She said she's gonna call her friends for me because she's Facebook friends with pretty much all of her girlfriends. So she's just gonna start calling around. But I can't. She wouldn't go somewhere and be like, listen, I want to get away. And her friends, well, or maybe a friend that doesn't know me very well. Like I've been through so much because my son just died. He died in July.
Yeah.
Hadn't even been a year yet. Why would make me worry like this? She just
Right.
It's just not. It's not her style. She's not like that. She knows she would know how worried I am right now. Well, let me call her, my cousin who lives there.
Okay.
She's literally right over there. You know what I mean? She went over there and said, hey, listen, there is a chance at her, like going somewhere. Like, I just need to get away.
Okay.
I want to disappear.
I just need to get away.
People do that.
People do
Yeah.
that.
Well, then,
Someone tells me that happened on a regular basis. I mean, she was sending text messages to her girlfriend saying, what does she say? She said, I'm not wearing my wedding ring. I think I will leave. Okay. I'm guessing that Mr. Moore was just hanging on to the last crust of bread that he could handle, that he could fit into his mouth.
The first portion of Stacey was 74 to the jury.
No objection, Your Honor.
Sorry.
told you, when we were out there, said you were not under arrest.
Hey Leslie, how you doing? Is this cease and desist anonymous? I don't know what that means.
You weren't handcuffed coming in, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that door doesn't lock. This is a voluntary interview. Okay. Obviously, we need to do the best we can to get the full story. We can find your wife.
That wasn't the best tone to use, was it? The door isn't locked. This is a voluntary interview. It just sounds like there's going to be a big but at the end of that sentence. But you're not free to leave. And we're going to strip search you, every part of you.
You can get back to normal. Obviously, part of that involves talking with you. So, again, this is a voluntary thing.
Yeah. And not over a bowl of noodle soup. God, imagine going to a restaurant with this guy and ending up both eating out of the same huge bowl of udon.
I told you out there, I haven't lied to you, I'm not going to start now.
We could have done this at my house.
No, this part we can't do.
Because it's not voluntary.
No, it's completely voluntary.
And I could leave, but
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm just.
Yeah. You try that door right now.
At some point, could we, I want to help you. I want to get this going because I didn't do it, and I want you to find whatever the hell I can do it.
Me too.
I want it to happen. But just.
Detective, as you began that discussion with Mr. Moore, did anything stand out to you about your initial interaction with him?
Yes, he stated he didn't do it.
Did you?
The question is, what does this police detective think now that he's testifying on the stand? Because he was found not guilty. Unanimously by the jury. Everybody said no, not guilty, and he walked free. But as we've just noticed from that body cam, noticed and noted, there are just huge red flags, right? Now, they might just be flags, but I don't know. There's a bunch. When you count them all up, it's a lot of flags. But what does this cop think? Because the black cop that was on the stand when, the beat cop that came around, the guy whose body cam it was that we were just watching, he testified. And I kind of think that he was like, I think he didn't do anything wrong. But what about this investigator?
Accused him of doing anything in particular at that time?
No, sir. All I was doing was going over the fact that it was a voluntary interview, and he made that statement.
No, but it's a little hard for me.
Cease and desist,
I respect that point.
as in the John Lauro thing. Hang on, let me see your comment again. Is this cease and desist anonymous? Right, I get it. Like a meeting place for people that have had letters. I think that's it. Welcome. No judgment.
We take our hallway or something.
I get it. So
go do your thing.
And
I'm an open book.
I don't mean to insult you.
I'm an open, crippled book, shrinking in my own chair, just like any old book on the shelf. Just a normal, open book. Hang on. I gotta show you the screenshot I've got on the other screen here of him in his open book pose. Yeah. Just a regular book, any old book, an open book. Read me. Oh, he is. You better believe he is. He's reading every part of you. With his training. It's all about the training, am I right? Gotta have that training. That's why the cop knew to look for the bed. Hey, the bed's made. And the suspect's like, oh yeah. Oh, you know what? She must have got up and made that today. She really likes to keep it neat. I mean, really neat. Okay, let's show this image of our good friend, the open book. I want to put this on a mug. Look at him. I'm an open book, man. It's not me, man. Just want to help. I just want to help. I want you to find whatever the hell happened to her. Did I tell you about the big orange extension cord that wasn't where it goes?
No. But you can read English, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I have to ask that because I've had people before that
I can read.
when I go over a rights waiver, later on they magically can't read English.
I can read.
So again, I don't mean it.
Yeah. And who else got one? I think it was that, what is it? Seymour Butts or something? What is it? What's her name? It's like St. Clair or, Jackie St. Germain.
So it says before we ask any questions, you must understand your rights. You understand that part?
Yes.
You have the right to remain silent. Is it locked? That's weird.
These are my Miranda warnings.
Yeah.
So I'm being arrested.
You're not being arrested.
So why am I being rid of my Miranda warning?
Because it's the standard protocol that I do, just to make sure that we are on the same page with everything. You know, I told you honesty. I'll be fully aware of everything. I told you you're not being arrested. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You understand that?
Jackie didn't get one?
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before we ask you any questions, and to have a lawyer with you during questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering at any time. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer.
It seems fair.
Understand that part?
It seems like a right that's in the Constitution or something, so I'm fully on board with it.
Good. And I'm Mathew.
I'm Matheau.
EAU.
So what is it? Jackie didn't get one. Someone told me she read it out on her program. Or, I don't know. I didn't see. And Leslie got one. Oh. Well, I wonder if it's the same. Well, no, of course it wouldn't be the same content because the one I got was very, specific to me. So I wonder what he said to other people. I wonder if there's a correlation. We should have a meeting about it, Leslie. Maybe, perhaps, if you like. And what's this? It was a guy in Tallahassee. Who was? That got another letter. Oh, okay. Just any guy, just some guy in Tallahassee or someone we know. I don't know.
I've read the statement of my rights, and I understand what my rights are. No promises or threats have been made to me. Is that fair and accurate? I'll give you that pen so we can both write at the same time.
Okay, Jackie didn't get... I mean, to tell you the truth, I haven't really thought about it. I mean, it's kind of exciting when I got the letter and, but I haven't really thought about it since then.
Today is
the 27th.
5/27/20.
The time is 4:51. Put my info down.
You don't have to say the name. So maybe she's... Frank, if you don't want to be cordial, I will go. Was just saying hi. Another content creator who doesn't want to discuss. Am I not being cordial? I thought I was being very cordial. I'm open. I'm an open book. Yeah, no, we can stop the show and talk about this. So, yeah. Well, no, I was just saying maybe the Tallahassee, I don't know, does she mean that guy that's on that other show? What's his name? Joel from Surviving the Survivor. What's the... Ted Danson. Did he get one? Well, but you can't say. So you just say Tallahassee and we all know that it's that lawyer. Ted, who's... Okay. No, good. Good.
Detective, I'm going to hand you what's been marked as Exhibit 75.
Okay. Okay.
And Jeremy speaking, can you tell the jury what that is?
That is a copy of the Miranda rights waiver that I just went over with Mr. Moore with his signature on it.
Is it a true and accurate copy of the document that Mr. Moore signed for your interview on?
Well, I don't know what he said to you, Leslie, but, you know, I mean, there's nothing that you should be worried about unless he said something very different to you. I'm happy to discuss it with you off air or on air. I don't mind. The choice is yours. You know how to reach out if you want to speak about it. Happy to show you what was sent to me if that helps you in some way. Yeah, but some of us in the USA stayed a bit more reserved about it. Well, yeah, I mean, you're like a real person and everything, Leslie. You know, you're a... You know what I mean? With you know, real things in your life. I'm a little bit behind. A little bit less to lose, I imagine.
May 27th.
Yes, it is.
That's to publish to the jury?
No objection, Your Honor. Thank you.
Detective, I'm not showing you Exhibit 75. Did you read that language at the top of the form directly to Mr. Moore?
Yes, sir.
And whose signature?
Hey, Leslie, what's up? What's up? I used to be a big supporter here, gifted a lot, just wanted to be nice. I have always been gracious. Do you feel like I'm on your case about something? I'm not on your case about anything, hon. All good here. Love and... you know, just kindness. I'm very gentle. Yeah, I'm not upset about anything, Leslie. I don't know. You seem to be thinking I'm upset with you. I'm not.
Appears under the waiver of rights next to the word sign.
That's Mathew Moore's signature.
Now, for the record, resuming Exhibit 74.
So, now when you called to report...
Is that video too loud? Because I had to put boost on for the body camera. Somebody let me know if it's, you know, unmanageably loud.
On Monday evening, Officer Hollis is the one that came out, correct?
Like I had said to you.
Yes. Very friendly guy?
Very nice.
Okay. Did it treat you well?
Absolutely.
Okay. Did he have you provide any sort of, I can't even talk. It's been that kind of day,
Trust me,
right?
I'm gonna have a hard time talking.
Well, if you get tongue-tied, I'll totally get it. Did he have you fill out any sort of written statement as to what had happened?
No.
Okay. What I would like from you, and I've got paper here for you, and I will leave and give you peace. If you want me to stay in here, I can.
Oh, by the way, Leslie, I don't know what, if anything, I don't know what, if anything, anyone who you may or may not know might have said to you, or not, but, you know, if something like that has happened, you know, I'm sure you're wise enough to not listen to bullshit from people that don't matter, right? Right? 25 years in corporate America doesn't fucking make you a sucker, believe me. Keep it going.
Stay in here. It's up to you.
Stay here.
Okay. And I'll be completely quiet, but I just need a statement from you. You have to, starting from, you know.
Hey Leslie, do you remember your necklace? What was it? It was like a banana dildo necklace or something, or rhino cock that you wore. No, it wasn't you that wore it. It was that lawyer from the Ezra McCandless that wore the banana rhino cock, sort of mummified rhino cock. But you had something in your house that resembled it somehow. I'm a little foggy on the details. But we'd love to see it again, whatever it was.
When you went to bed on Sunday evening until you called the police on Monday at whatever.
Far from it, Leslie. No, those are my salutations and, you know, proof that I do pay attention, because I remember you quoting that in a short before you even had a channel more than a year ago. 25 years in corporate America.
I understand that you've talked about it and everything else like that. However, it's just a procedural thing that needs to happen. And honestly, I told you, I like honesty. I'm not happy that Officer Hollis didn't get that on Monday.
It's probably fresher in my mind then.
I get it.
I've gone through my head with the timeline.
I was a little fresher in my mind, and I've gone through it in my head, and I've changed all the times and dates. Okay, this should be good.
And some of my times don't line up. I made a phone call when I thought I was sleeping.
Okay.
So, I try my best.
I made a phone call when I thought I was sleeping. Yeah, you know when I told you I slept till 11:30? Well, it turns out I actually made a phone call at 9:42. Yeah, hour and a half off, give or take.
But I don't want to make anything false.
You're human, right?
Yeah, I'm human.
And all I want is your best.
It might be, specific times I couldn't really be like, this is when I did this, this is when I did that. I could if I had my phone sort of.
Just the best that you can.
Yeah, man. Just know that the times are going to might be wrong, and I would hate to give you a wrong time, and then be like, suspect me of something.
I just don't want to.
I'm just gonna preempt the fact that everything that I'm about to tell you in this interview and divulge, it's all gonna be amended later. Yeah, by me. On my updated statements. I know it'll be the third time I've changed my story, but that's how my brain works. I had a car crash as a young man. Brain injury. Affects my moods.
Blatant lie like the sky's purple.
Absolutely.
Yeah, something like that.
If
you say this happened at 4:51 and I'm like, oh no, that's bullshit. It was 4:55.
No,
You lied.
it could be an hour.
That's funny, isn't it? Imagine a prosecutor in court. You said, ma'am, that the last time you attended that address was 4:51. But we have you on video entering the building at 4:53. Like the lead prosecutor, all the jury are gasping. 4:53, it was him.
It was night. It was just like any other night. It wasn't.
Correct.
So I'm not like checking my time.
Correct, and you're human.
It was a normal night. We drank. We came home.
It was a normal night. We drank. We called each other names on the drive home. Got in. I refused to help her with her bags. And then she bitched at me for not wiping my feet all over her parquet floor.
We hung out. I left because I wake up in the night to go pee. I don't go back into the bedroom because I don't want to wake her up. I sleep in my son's room, who doesn't live there anymore, on the couch, and
Yeah, get a bit of sympathy in there. I sleep in my son's room, who doesn't live well. Saying it but not saying it. My son recently killed himself, and now my wife is missing. I need a victim advocate right now. In fact, detective, give me a hug right now.
slept. I made texts, and I talked to people.
Hug me like you're my son, detective. I miss my boy.
During that period.
Okay.
And it's on the phone.
Just the best in your own words.
But I can't tell you, hey, I made texts at 5, at 3, you know what I mean?
Right.
I can't, I won't write down times, but I'll just kind of give you a brief, like a story without times, because I think.
But just any instance that you can recall.
You gotta think that you'd be eager to try, wouldn't you? You'd be eager to think, okay, what can I say for sure? Was it 3 o'clock? Was it 5 o'clock? Okay, what was the last thing I remember doing where I knew the time before I sent that text? Well, I remember I got gas on the way home after lunch. So I might have a receipt for that on my online banking app. Ah, here it is. Checkout payment. 10 gallons of gas purchased at 14:51. So that would have been before 3 o'clock. So I wouldn't have sent that text when I just got home. So it was probably closer to 4. You know, you'd go through it like that, right? You'd want to do that. You'd want to get a sheet of paper. He should have already done it at home. But no, he's in the interrogation room, basically saying, listen, everything I say is going to be useless, can't get dates, don't know times, and it's all going to be wrong. So there's probably no point in even trying. That's just not what you would do. That's spoken from a man who doesn't want to set in stone a story, right? So later at trial, any contradiction will sink him.
Yeah, like I'm not so time focused right now. It's just the fact that I want to be able to make sure I have everything sequentially. From how I understand it, I want to make sure that I can pick up and go, oh yeah, that's right. When he woke up, he then moved the refrigerator on the roof. Whatever it may be, I want to make sure that sequentially I understand.
Could you help me write it? Because I can't spell for one. I'm pretty horrible. Or just kind of help me.
But if you need help with the word, I can help you spell it, absolutely. And I'm not here to judge spelling. Just from when you.
I can't spell. Well, you can spell some words, yeah.
Went to bed, that Sunday night.
So you don't want to know about where we were prior to.
No, I'm not so. Because that's always stuff that we can follow up on. Yep.
Because I'm not really sure when we got home from the house.
Okay. So, just name, address, date of birth, and then you don't have to worry about anything on this side. Your handwriting is actually much more pleasant than some other ones that I've seen.
You want the Westerville?
Yes, please.
What's this? Rick?
And I really want you to just take your time. Make sure that we're all on the same page.
We got home from being in Uptown. We talked.
We talked. Yeah, I'm sure we did talk.
It was her birthday. We talked. We went to bed. Together. Do I say we had sex or?
Any details like that? I mean, we're all adults.
Made love, I guess. It was her birthday. Fell asleep.
It was her birthday. We made love, I guess. It was her birthday. So I had to. My beard's still wet. I think I still have some evidence in my beard. Do you want to get a what do you call it? A swab? Quick, swab this beard.
I fell asleep. I'm not sure if she did. She might have stayed up. I'm not sure, but I passed out. Woke up. Went up to pee.
Went to sleep, woke up. Oh, that's a convenient way to fucking lose 10 hours, isn't it? What happened in between? Went to sleep, woke up in the middle of the night, angry. Lay awake in bed. Anger became rage. Rage became fury. Knew I had to act. Went to garage, picked up small claw hammer. Tiptoed back to the top of the stairs. It's like that bit in the fucking Doors song, isn't it? The killer awoke before dawn. And he put his boots on. He went to the room where his sister lived and he walked on down the hall. Then he went into the room where his brother lived.
Urinate. I did look at the clock. I don't want to say that I knew what time it was, but whenever I wake up to go to the bathroom, I look at the clock to see how close it is to the morning, and that determines whether I take a sleeping pill or not.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know the name of it. I took a half one, and it was earlier, so I'm gonna say, I don't want to say, I mean like 1 maybe, which is early.
Okay.
And I woke up to urinate, went to my son's room, to sleep on couch. Couch is C-O-U-C-H. Spent.
Kiwi Vanderman, good to see you. You know, I was watching the other day, what's it called? Shanna Banana Vanderark, right? Shanna, what's her name? You know, the mother who with her older son was punishing her younger son by starving him and making him sit in stress positions, and then when he could eat, it was like, yeah, give him some of that bread soaked in the hottest hot sauce we could buy on the internet. She actually went to the store, the food market, and said, none of this is no good. Not all of this is no good. None of this is good. We need to go online and buy that stuff that you can only, it comes with a special health warning, not for human consumption. I mean, it is dangerous. It's like pepper spray. He was basically eating pepper spray on bread. I think they were putting it on his balls too. I mean, what the fuck? Anyway, that's Vander Ark, not Vander Man. So no relation. Good.
Looking through TROUGH phone, made a few text messages at MESSAGES. Made a few text messages I might have posted on Facebook. I don't know. I'm gonna say I did. If I didn't look. Might have posted on Facebook. I texted my stepfather. I know I did. He texted back. I don't know what time it was 3. I think he got back to me at 8. From what I saw today, I actually texted back to him at 8, so I might have been awake later than I thought. But at some point, late morning, late morning, late night, early morning, or late,
I get
like 8, 7, 6, I don't know, whenever that's late night, late early morning, or it's at some point.
Was it sun up?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know.
At some point, I'm going to say it was starting to be dawn because there's a reason for that. Because usually I do fall back asleep before it gets light out, and then I usually wake up at like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? I didn't wake up till like past 11, I think, which is really late. I could have woke up a few times in between that and to at some point fell back asleep. Because I think I did at some point in mid-morning make a text to somebody. I'm not sure. I don't know if I should put that down.
Yeah.
I might have
what did you think about her testimony, Michelle? The Shanda van der Ark. What was all that about in this kind of like boot camp military style? Yes, sir. Yeah, I can try to think of what she said. It was a quote. I've only seen it once. I can't remember, but we'll come back to it. We'll come back to that when we continue Child Murder Week Part 2 coming soon. To celebrate the beginning of summer with a cheery selection of how the justice system handles that bad shit.
Mid-morning text. I remember awaking. The text says the time was like almost 12. I could have woke up at 11, just lied in bed for a little bit. Waking towards how TWORD?
TOWARDS.
TOWARDS.
Yes.
Towards noon. I text Emily to see if we were going to a Memorial Day. I spell that
ORIAL.
MAO
MEM ORIAL.
Day picnic. I don't know the guy's name. I got it written down on 2 minutes on my phone. I'm sure you guys already know.
I've talked about that.
Picnic. She didn't respond. I'm not 100% sure, but I checked my Find phone app, and it said that she was there.
How long after you sent the text if you had a ballpark?
I don't know.
More than an hour?
No, it was probably within like
5-10 minutes?
I'm guessing. I'm gonna guess. I don't know, but I do know that I looked just to see if she was still in the house, because it was later. I thought maybe she could have left, early, because she didn't come in and wake me up, which is not like she does that. We had someplace to go. She didn't respond. At some point, I checked my Find a phone, and it was still there. I don't know how much longer I lied in bed, but I know I made another text to her at around 3, and said, well, I guess we're not going. And I'd already been up in the house, so I didn't know her phone was on. I hadn't seen her phone by then, I don't think. Or I wouldn't have texted. It would have been right there. I don't know how to word that. She didn't respond. I re-texted. I got up, looked through the house. I checked for her car. Which was there. Went back to my son's room. Lied on the couch. I don't know if I made any text messages or not. I'll have to look. Some point in the afternoon, I noticed her phone, I noticed her wallet.
Okay. Where were those at?
Her phone was next to her bed, her wallet was, I don't remember. Her car, I've been before. All of a sudden, just at some point in the afternoon, I realized that there was something wrong. I think everything's, all her stuff was there and she was gone and she hadn't come back. I realized R-E-A-L-I-Z-E-D. I called her friend.
Do you think the detective ever uses that calculator that's embedded in that binder or whatever you call that thing, that folder thing, right? That would annoy the shit out of me, having a calculator embedded in my folder. It would just take up a load of space and you'd never use it. You would use your phone, right? You're not going to go, oh, I need to fucking, add up these big numbers. I know, I'll get my binder. There's a calculator in there. And there has been since 1991, when that was impressive.
Celeste. It would be a C. Celeste, we talked. She said...
Yeah, what a thing to say, right, Retro? Oh, well, my spelling's not too good. I'll write a statement, but I'm warning you now. You might not be able to read it, because I can't spell witness or, evidence.
Call police. You guys should. Got home from being in Uptown, we talked, we went to bed together, made love, fell asleep, woke up.
How many times in the Bodycam and the interrogation and probably the courtroom is this guy gonna tell us how many times he got up to go and pee in the night because of his prostate? He's only 51. I mean, it can't be that bad. Then again, he has had all that white bread. Kaiser rolls. Kaiser rolls by day. Kaiser rolls by night.
To urinate, went to my son's room to sleep on the couch. Spent time looking at his phone, made a few text messages, might have passed. Facebook is.
Retro says, I was raised by a monster. Yeah, that's probably why you like true crime.
Some point, I fell back to sleep and never made a mid-morning text. I remember awakening towards noon. Text Emily to see if we were going to the Memorial Day picnic. She didn't respond. I got up, looked through the house, I checked for her car, which was there. I went back to my son's room, only because I didn't think that anything was at that point wrong. She walks around, she does things, she's just not there at that point. To the house, I checked for her car, which was there. I went back to my son's room, lying on the couch, flipping through the phone. At some point in the afternoon, I realized there was something wrong. I called her friend Celeste. We talked. She said to call the police. When I saw her phone, at some point, when I saw her phone, it was probably the last thing I really was like, this is not right. I saw her phone. Because the phone is pretty much her thing. I mean,
Can I read over it now?
yes.
I'm sure. You have very nice handwriting. I'm telling you, it's
Mine didn't do anything in school.
No, you don't. Your handwriting's awful.
You know what stinks is when you make really bad spelling mistakes. I mean,
This guy with the shaved head and the emblem on the back of his t-shirt has now made the room look like a meeting room for the pagans motorcycle gang, right? I mean, two of them at least look like they might drive, impressive motorcycles. The right build, the right haircuts. And then that one in the middle, he's just a prospect, right?
Detective, I'm going to approach those and mark exhibit 76.
That's him in court. What a difference, huh? I guess they did have to take his beard for evidence. His birthday pussy soaked beard. It's the last pleasure she ever had.
So, they want to flip that over. Do you recognize that document, sir?
I do.
And generally speaking, can you tell the jury what it is?
It's a copy of the witness statement that Mr. Moore just completed.
And it's a true and accurate copy of the statement that Mr. Moore filled out on May 27th.
Yes, it is.
This time that's published to the jury.
No objection, Your Honor.
In court, he does look quite innocent, don't you think? That's a pretty good example of what a falsely accused expression might look like in court. Just this bewilderment of what's unfolding in front of you, right? It's not a death penalty case, but it's, the punishment's in the ballpark in terms of one of the most extreme things that can happen to you. That's why it's called life or death, right? Basically, everyone in the room right now, apart from his defense team, are trying to kill him. The detective that's up on the stand there, do you think he came to him after the not guilty verdict and said, hey, God, I'm sorry, man. Sorry we got it wrong. Obviously we did get it wrong, and I can't believe we did this to you. Let's give you a nice big fat check for what you've had to endure. Do you think that happened? Did it fuck? And whatever happens, this guy is marked for life. Even though he got off with a not guilty verdict, let's assume he is actually innocent for a moment, which he may well be. The idea, everyone in your life is going to be looking at you, wondering, well, did he Did he get off with murder, or did he just like get falsely accused? It's never going to be the same. Nothing's going to be the same. He won't get any compensation. He didn't get proved innocent. He got proved not guilty, as in, it was not proved beyond reasonable doubt that it was him, right? There was reasonable doubt. And actually, there was quite a bit of reasonable doubt, and there were some fuck-ups in the police investigation as well. So, it is a strange one. As much as we've been making fun of it and looking for cues of his guilt, which, you know, we did find a few good ones, it's still nebulous. It's cloudy. It's it's just not black and white, is it? One of those blurry lines that we see in the courtroom sometimes. This is one of those times. Is it me, or is the colour of his shirt too big? I mean, what is it with that? How big would the tie need to be? The tie would need to be 3 foot wide to fit that fucking shirt proportionately. That's probably why he's not wearing one. He couldn't find one big enough. Oh, what tie have I got that goes with it? All of these are too narrow. I'll go without. Thanks for bringing me my giant collared shirt.
Detective, starting in the top left corner there, can you tell us whose handwriting that is and the location, date, time, and incident number?
That is my handwriting.
Well, I like the handwriting. It's a little girly. It's a little bit girly. I think I used to date a girl who wrote just like this. And I liked her because of that handwriting. Yeah, I enjoy that. He spelt Matthew wrong. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's just the way I read it. Okay. Good. Got home frim. Got home from... I really can't spell. Got home from being in Uptown. We talked. About what? Do you want to expand on that? Because even though you're being really, like, you know, wide-scoped about it, it still sounds like an argument. We talked. She talked. She yelled. I listened. Then I shouted back. Got home from being in Uptown. We talked. We went to bed together, made love, fell asleep, woke up to urinate. Go pee would have been fine, man. We're not writing a fucking scientific paper. Urinate. Woke up to urinate. Well, thank God. Thank God it wasn't the other way around. Woke up, realised I'd urinated all over both of us in bed on her birthday. Which is exactly the kind of thing that's been annoying her lately, and it looks like she took out her own life. Took her own life. Went to my son's room to sleep on couch. Spent time... Do you think he had a wank? Do you think he woke up, wanted more sex, couldn't be bothered to charm his way into that, but still felt like having a wank? And then thought, oh no, the last time I did that next to her in bed, she got really pissed off for some reason. And then thought, I know, there's a spare room. I'll go in there. You didn't put that in your report, did you? Your statement. Went into my son's room, lay on the couch, had a wank, fell asleep. Then my prostate started acting up. So I got up to urinate. Spent time, look through phone, make a few text messages, might have posted on Facebook, at some point fell back asleep. I might have made a mid-morning tea. Yeah, her tea that she asked you not to touch. That better not be my rose tips and what is it? What's a herbal tea? My ginseng and hibiscus. That better not be my ginseng hibiscus. Sorry. At some point fell asleep, might have made a mid-morning tea. I remember awaking towards noon. I text Emily to see if we were going to Memorial Day picnic. She didn't respond. I got up, looked through the house. I checked for her car, which was there. I went back to my son's room, laid on couch, flipping through phone. At some point in the afternoon, I realized there was something wrong. I called her friend, Celeste. We talked. She said to call police. Occupation, unemployed casino dealer. Birthday, January 30th, 71. He's an Aquarius. You'd think he'd be way more social. 46 Abbey Cross Lane, Westerville, Ohio. Let's check that out.
And then just to the right of that, can you tell us whose handwriting is in name, address, phone, date of birth, and occupation?
That is Mathew Moore's handwriting.
And what did Mr. Moore list as his occupation?
He's an unemployed casino dealer.
Underneath that, is that continue to be Mr. Moore's handwriting?
Yes, it does.
And is that the statement that he wrote out as we just watched in the video of him talking it through with you?
Yes, it is.
What is the purpose of the line that comes after the text ends?
Just to show that that was the end of his statement. Nothing else was added on later on after the fact. That was the true ending of what he had written.
And then finally, all the way down here at the bottom of 76, what are we looking at there?
That is Mathew Moore's signature.
Now resuming plaintiff stays at 74.
The handwriting. So like, yeah.
We're not the spelling police.
Good.
I could introduce you to some of my coworkers, and your head was kind of. For being in Uptown, we talked. So you don't remember what time you came back from Uptown?
We came directly from, I think our last bar was the, not the Hook Line, I think it was that other old school, Bag and Nails. And I think I have the receipt. It was only for like 20 We got fish fry, maybe a couple drinks. I don't think we were there for that long. We could check with them. I think they probably will know us.
And then from Old Bank, you went straight home?
We walked across the street. We were parked across the street behind Cold Lakes, and we went right.
Okay. And was the sun still out when you got home?
I'm guessing that it probably was,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Were you intoxicated when you
Yeah.
drove back?
I mean, yeah.
I appreciate the honesty. We've all done it.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Okay. So
We
then,
weren't stumbling drunk, but we were.
if you had to approximate that time,
8, 9. We went to my father's. We gardened. You'd have to check with him, but I think we left there around 4 or 5. We got there at noon. We usually gardened for about 4 hours. It was hot. He had friends over. We went home. We washed up, and we went right. We didn't even take showers. We just kind of washed up because we were pretty dirty. We went to the bar. So I mean, we were there early.
okay.
So and we wouldn't make. It's not gonna be like getting home at 12 or 1 o'clock at night. It's earlier. It's like 9, 10. That no later, and it could have been even earlier than that.
So you're thinking 8, 9-ish?
Yeah, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Area.
All right. So then you get home and you hang out. Do you drink anymore at home? You guys were.
She has beers in the fridge, and I don't reason there's beer at my house right now because that's all that was in there. I don't drink beer, so I do.
What's
I
your
wouldn't
preference?
get home at vodka,
Okay.
so I sip vodka on the rocks, and I didn't have any home. So usually when I get home after drinking, that's it for me. She'll continue to drink sometimes, but
Did she keep drinking?
I don't.
Okay. But you did not?
No.
Okay. And you guys hung out and talked?
We hung out in the kitchen, and we got really along really super well. It was her birthday. We started making out, and we went into the bedroom, and we had sex.
Okay. And that's in. So there's the master bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that I'm
The
different.
master bedroom.
And then there's the what you call your man cave.
That would be my son.
He does call it a man cave. I hadn't heard that before, but obviously this guy's whole life was just one big man cave, wasn't it?
Joey's room? Okay. Just to make sure that I'm separating right. So you went to your bedroom and had sex?
I went into the master bedroom with my wife,
Yes, sir.
and that's where she likes. Sometimes she sleeps on the porch, on the ground. She likes to be outside. I don't know if she went in there at some point. As far as I know, I fell asleep. I woke up because I had to pee. She was there. I mean, I wouldn't.
She likes to be outside. She only likes to be outside when you're in her house. It's like all this stuff. Oh, she's into nature. She forages. Oh, she goes out for hours sometimes on the trails. Yeah, no. She has a passion for nature and wildlife and open spaces. And it's like, buddy, that's only since you moved in that she started doing that. Right? You know what I mean? It's like she likes being outside. Yeah, when you're in her house, living there for free. Not working. Just and moving all her stuff around that she likes to have in the right place. Right?
No, if she wasn't, I would just, if you were sitting out there, I didn't have any inkling that she wasn't there. I remember looking at the clock because I like to time how much time I have left to sleep. So whether I take a pill, just fall asleep or not, I don't know if I did one or not. I might have been drunk enough that I was still kind of not need one. And I went into Joey's room. But I like how it's something that happens every night. I don't think there's a night that goes by that I sleep all the way through and make sure that I always have to get up quickly because I'm oppressive. And I do remember it. Usually it's pretty much I fall asleep an hour. When I was lying in bed for quite a bit, and I made a couple texts, and I have it on my phone. Actually, I looked at my phone today.
Blind hog searching for acorn. Okay. Travel hog. Where in Canada specifically did a teacher get fined for pronouns? I don't know. What the fuck? Why would I know that? In the bit that no one gives a fuck about, the North, Yukon, or the other one. What's it called? Shit. It's been a while since I looked at any map.
And I think, I don't know how it works, but it was an 8 o'clock phone call. I could have fell asleep and woke up at 8 and then fell back asleep. The next thing you know, I slept into the day, which is very unusual, at like 11, because the first thing I did was text her and be like,
It's unusual that I slept in that late on the same day that I needed to not be able to verify my wife's whereabouts. That just happened by chance. Absolute chance. Fluke.
we still going to that party. And that was, I think, towards 12.
Hold on. So you got up to go pee, and the routine is after you pee, then you don't climb back into bed with her.
Yep. I don't.
And the routine is that you look at the clock to see if you should take a sleeping pill or not.
How much time I have left before, if it's like real late into the night, I won't take one. So, but if it's early, I do. But I don't know. It was early, but I don't know if I took one or not. So.
Do you know what type of medicine?
It's like a Ambien, but it's some other derivative of Ambien, and I take half of it.
Okay. All right.
And they definitely give it up.
But you don't remember that night you took one?
I don't remember. And I probably not, because I was up making phone calls, or not phone calls, but texting.
Who's up at that time?
You'd have to check. I have a friend in Vegas, so he would be, and he's up at, so it's 3, it's 12 out there. I'm not sure, you'll have to check.
You don't remember who you texted?
I remember texting my stepfather, and that was the one that was at 8, and he's at 8 our time, he's East Coast, so.
8 a.m. you texted him?
After midnight, that's right.
So is it after midnight, or is it 8 a.m. that you texted?
8, no, it was that night, that early morning, 8 o'clock a.m.
Our time?
Yes, he's
Okay, but what about like at 1 or 2 or whatever time it was?
I made a post at like 3 in the morning, and I think it was to my brother, Paul. And,
like a Facebook post?
on iMessenger. You'll have to check. I don't want to lie. I don't want to say, you know what I mean? But I think it was something funny about the MMA fighter guy, the guy that runs the UFC, that's having some sort of stuff that's off the shore. He's doing distancing fighting.
So was this a social media post or like a text message?
It was iMessenger is like a messenger that other people can't see. It's just for messenger.
So that you sent it iPhone to iPhone?
Yeah.
And this was at like 3 in the morning?
I think it was at 3.
This was stepbrother?
Half-brother.
Half-brother.
Paul lives in Florida.
Half-brother.
And I'm fairly, I've been kind of doing my thing, trying to figure out the timelines and stuff, and I'm pretty sure, and I think there's one more in there too that I sent out that I don't know if anybody responded to, or but I definitely sent it out, I'm not sure. You have to look, a friend.
And you haven't gone back to look to see?
I did, I'm nervous right now, I'm not really sure. I don't think they responded to it, so I'm not sure. I have 5 friends that we kind of like just goof around and text each other.
So did you text the one friend or the 5 friends?
I didn't text 5 friends. I remember texting I believe it was my brother about the Dana White issue. And I remember texting my stepfather about the water bottles. He collects spring water. He drinks spring water, and we just started doing that. We'd go that day. We went down and got spring water, and I was talking about how the shelf life of water.
And you texted him that night too?
That early morning.
Yeah, the 3-ish or whatever.
Monday early morning.
Yes.
No, it wasn't 3. It was. So I said. It was more like
anytime from midnight to 3-ish.
When we see the times, he might have responded at 8 o'clock, and I texted him at 3. I would have to see my phone to tell.
Okay.
But there was definitely correspondence going on while I'm trying to fall asleep at night.
Any social media posts?
You'd have to check. I don't think so.
Any social media posts? Yeah, but only about spring water. He's really latching on to the spring water thing, isn't he? How many killers do you know that collect spring water and text their brother at 3 o'clock in the morning to talk about the shelf life of spring water? And we also bottle our own pixie dust. We go into the woods and collect the fairies. And then we come back and make nettle soup. Again.
I don't think so. But at some point in the morning, I felt back to sleep. I did get back to sleep, and I didn't wake up until late into the morning. And the first thing I did was, because I knew we had to go to this, we'd been invited to a party, was I said, hey, we still going to the party, and she didn't respond.
And where was that party?
I don't know him. She just barely knows him. It's down there. I talked to him, actually, because I gave him, they were like, who's this guy? And I found out who he was, and they called him, and I texted him, and I asked him, maybe she went over there.
You texted him from your phone?
I'm not sure. No, it was hers, because it was through her. It was her phone. Because I wouldn't have it. I don't even know this guy. And I asked him, hey, is Emily over there? Maybe she went over there without me. Maybe I slept too late. And she said, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to get him up. I'm just going to go without him. And then he said that he hadn't heard from her all day.
About what time was that?
11, 12, 11, maybe close to 12.
You texted him?
No, I don't know. Maybe a couple hours after that, or I would hate to not say. I don't know.
So then, in your words, you got up like around 11ish.
I was closer to 12, if I could remember correctly. And I got up and I walked around and she wasn't there, and I'm like, okay, she's out doing her thing. And I went back to my couch, just kind of whatever, found over from the night before. And the next thing I did was text her again at, I think 3. It was like 3 hours later, and I'm like, I guess we're not going to the party. Where are you? I didn't ask her that, but I was like, I guess we're not going to the party. And that was the last thing I texted her. Got up again, and then I looked, there's her car, there's her purse, there's her phone. Things started, this is not right.
Where was her phone when you found it?
On her end table.
Is that normally where it is?
Yes. Well, no. I mean, yeah, sometimes. If she's lying there, that's where it is.
Does she generally sleep in the bed?
Like I said, sometimes she sleeps on the floor. She's just been recently doing that.
Well, what I'm saying is, when she sleeps in bed, is her phone on the end table next to the bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean.
And then when she sleeps on the floor, where does she put her phone?
Yeah, the phone's with her most of the time.
Okay. Does she always have her phone with her?
She always has her phone with her, and the only time she doesn't, and I said this when.
You see, the cops don't think that she slept in the bed, do they? They're asking that. They're like, okay, so when she does sleep in the bed, does she keep her phone on the nightstand? What about when she sleeps on the floor? These people are so, I don't know. It's like Crocodile Dundee when he goes to the hotel in New York and the bed's too soft, so he sleeps on the floor. He's at the plaza, a suite in the plaza, New York City. And, yeah. Maybe she should have gone to Australia and gone to the bush, right? I mean, if she's so free-spirited, what's the fucking big deal with her being missing in the morning? Oh, she's not here. Oh, her car's here. Okay. Well, she's always going for a walk, you say, to get spring water from the well and magic mushrooms from the cow field and nettles for your soup that you hate but pretends to like. What's that smell? Nettles?
The first guy that came over, she goes out with these forage things, and she does this route. And he was like, "Does she ever go out at night, by herself?" And I'm like, "No."
Hey, fuckos in chat, were they arguing? Fuck off. Just be nice, I don't know what it's all about. It's not even a subject I give a shit about either way. Like, why are you arguing here? Why am I reading this? No one's gay in the case, okay? If we were talking about Jesse Smollett, which we will be soon, the gay two-pack, you can come back then and have your little spat. But until then, pipe down.
That's something and what she does. At times, now that I think of it, especially if she's got a buzz and she's drinking, she'll get that, and she'll grab a flashlight, and she'll go on us, and she comes back with the force, and she shows them.
Let me rewind real quick. I got a question. So between 11 and 3, what were you doing? Were you just laying there on the couch?
11 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, it was lying in my son's room.
Okay.
Kind of just chilling, recovering.
What did he say? Drugs. I was in my son's room smoking drugs. And he's saying that to 2 police that are investigating him for homicide.
And she'll go on us, and she comes back with the force, and she shows them.
Let me rewind real quick. I got a question. So between 11 and 3, what were you doing? Were you just laying there on the couch?
Between 11 and 3. I was pretty high. All day. Every day.
11 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, it was lying in my son's room.
Okay.
Kind of just chilling, recovering, waiting for her.
Did you ever go to the bathroom at any point?
I don't. Yeah, there was periods where I definitely got up.
Okay. You didn't notice she was gone? Or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. The first time when I texted her and said, "Are we going to this party?" and she didn't get back to me, I checked the Find My phone, and the phone said
DNA, Justice Jane. Nice.
she was there. So I'm like, okay, At some point that happened. So it just didn't, okay, she's doing her thing, she's going to come in and get me when we're ready to go, or whatever. At some point, it didn't happen, she didn't come in and get me. I got up, went out there, between 11 and 3 at some point. It still wasn't a big concern. I wasn't freaked out. I kind of went around a little bit, and the first thing I did was look to see if her car was there, because she could have took off. That would have made sense that she left. But her car was there, so okay, she's doing something. She's just out and about. I texted her again at 3. I'm pretty sure that's the time. You guys can check the.
And in between those 2 times, you texted the gentleman in.
No, I didn't get concerned until the second time I texted her and said, "Hey, I guess we're not going."
Okay. So you texted him
after. That was at
3.
Could have been 3:40, could have been 3:50.
Okay.
Then after that text, that's when I got up. I didn't even know her phone was still there because I texted it. So her sister made a group text that I didn't notice, and her sister says it was at 3:45.
Mm-hmm.
And she says she responded to it.
At 3:45 p.m. on Monday?
Yes. Let me think. I'm getting screwed up. I'm not getting this screwed up. Maybe it was 8:45 in the morning. That's what it was. It was 8, so while I'm sleeping.
So her sister, what's her sister's first name?
Her sister name is Amy.
Okay. She said she sent a group text at 8:45 that
To
morning?
her and I, and from that you can tell whether someone views it. And she said that we both viewed it at some point. I don't know when I did. She said that, I don't know if you can tell when they get viewed, but it was viewed. And I didn't, it wasn't me that viewed it with the phone. So to me, she was there at 8:45 or 8 in the morning. Emily was there. That's my And the guy across the street, John, said that he saw her at 10 or 10:30, whatever.
No, that's incorrect. John has since backtracked.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what the year. And he read it to like 8 to 9, and then he's now saying I can't. He's saying I can't
swear to it. And
maybe, maybe not. Could be Sunday.
So that makes it look bad for me.
Well, it just makes it great. I mean, not to just. We're not going to put.
You guys want to look at anything in my body? You want to look at anything at all? I'm here.
Well, let's just talk. And
I hope you guys know that I love my wife, and I would never hurt her.
Well, that's kind of where I was going to go next. Because we've kind of beat this timeline down pretty good. So, you guys got married 2 years ago?
We got married August 1828. August 28, 2018. Easy one to remember, right?
8/28. Okay.
And I had a son.
Any tissues or anything? Drink water? Okay. We know about it. We don't need to. We don't want to bring up bad memories, so let's try and focus on. Okay, because I don't.
Oh, schizophrenia is the worst thing that happened to me. I don't know where to go now. What do you want to know?
So, what years did you live out in Vegas?
I did 25 years out there. 93, 4. And I left to come out here to get my son. He was having trouble in school. And not trouble, he just couldn't learn very well out there. And they didn't have special education out there. And my dad said, come on out here and live with me. And we'll enroll him in Worthington. They have a special course for kids that aren't doing well. And so I moved out here. And that's when I was out here. I don't know what year that was. You guess that was just 2 years ago. He was a freshman in high school, so he would have graduated this year, so it would have been 4 years ago. He was in 9th grade. And Emily and I met via the internet, and we started dating, and it lasted like a year. My son didn't make it in the school he was going to, and I ended up having to move out of the house in my dad's home. I was living with my dad, and I ended up in a place I could afford because I was working at the casino here in town, which is a real crappy casino. I can only afford it.
Big difference.
Yeah, I was making really good.
You know, like back home in Vegas, it's like, you know, if you come from Vegas and you are a casino worker and you go and live in central Ohio, it's gonna be a step down, isn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, anything. Not that I know the first thing about casinos.
And so I moved to the continent, and I just wasn't making enough money. So and Emily and I weren't like living together type relationship. So I took off. I said I gotta go back to Vegas and try to get my job back. And I went back there, and my son got sick, and I'd still been in contact with Emily. Emily, Joey's sick, like sick. He's got, and I don't have any insurance because I quit my job. And when I moved back to Vegas, they didn't give me insurance. It was a long process because of that Obamacare. So I didn't have any insurance to take care of my kid that had caught schizophrenia. We didn't know it was schizophrenia then, but he was sick. And she said, "Look, come on back here and marry me. Come on back here and marry me. We'll get him in Westville." So I moved back probably in July. We got married in August. We enrolled in school.
Okay.
And that's how things went, and things were really, really super great.
And things were great with you and him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
She saved my life.
Now, we don't have some issues with our wives. You and I have both been married once before and divorced, okay? We all know how marriages are, so there's ups and downs. What were the downs?
I lost my sex drive after my kid died, sort of, and there was an issue with that.
Okay.
There was never any. She really was really great with the house. She was really meticulous, and I liked it. She reminded me of my mother when it came to taking care of a home, and so she would tell me to wash this and do that, and I really dug it. And it was, we would bicker about.
For the record, I'm sorry to stop that point at 42 minutes, 58 seconds.
You don't hear that too often, do you? Or maybe you do. What is it? What did he say? I love my wife. She reminded me of my mother. She would tell me to wash the plates and pick up. We would bicker a lot. It was fun. Okay.
I see it's now noon. This witness is going to continue for many hours. I think probably a good place to break for lunch.
And see how he used his own child's mental illness to get a free house in Ohio that he now probably owns outright. It was her mother's house that she inherited after dying herself in a car crash. I mean, this poor woman, Emily Noble, for how very noble she is, with all the death that surrounds her. I mean, how many people need to die before she finally has enough? And the prosecutor made this big spiel about how she wouldn't kill herself. It was her birthday the day before. Birthdays are happy. Everyone's happy on their birthday. What a load of shit that is. What a fucking terrible argument to include in a murder prosecution. She wouldn't have killed herself. The day after her birthday? I don't think so, Ohio. Let me tell you right now, Ohio. Everybody loves their birthday. It's the happiest day of everyone's year. I mean, I want to know what goes through that prosecutor's head on his own birthday, right? If he has one.
If that works very well.
If that works for you, that's fine. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take our midday break at this point. Let's come back at 1 p.m. Remember the court's admonition? Have a good break. Thank you.
Bliss, everyday honeymoon, like a honeymoon, and one being can't stand each other. I'm just asking, what would you rate?
It would fluctuate like a sine wave, but we were on since 6 months. It was an 8.
Last 6 months?
Absolutely. Did you read our text?
Well, we haven't gone through everything. There
might be some old text where we were like, whatever, but it was after my son died, there was tension, stress. She dealt with it differently than I did, and so there was things that were said back and forth. But the whole Corona thing really, we became really super. She's like, and then we need each other. Let's do this thing, guys. I did not hurt my wife. I did not hurt her. I loved her. I don't know. I would speculate.
Detective. After the defendant was talking about Corona, what did he say about Emily?
He told us that he loved his wife and said it in the past tense.
So not love, but loved.
Loved.
I loved my wife.
To say that she might have hurt herself. But if she did, you would have found her by now. She would have went down somewhere close. Was there times when she would kind of say, I'm not afraid to die, this thing? I mean, don't they all kind of be like that, sort of? Nothing that I would ever call anybody go, my wife's going to hurt herself. Nothing.
And why would you think she would hurt herself? I mean, possibility.
Because she was, not that she ever would, I'm just saying she was emotional. She would get emotional. She was a very emotional person. And she would say things like, and then when Joseph died, it was like this thing where she would be like, well, if I was, I would do it if I needed to do it, you know, or shit like that. You'd be like, oh, you know.
So, I mean, like I said, we're not.
Does the interview continue after that?
Yes, it does.
And I'm not going to ask to publish what's been marked as State Exhibit 74C to the jury.
Would it surprise you if I said that she didn't seem to be as happy as you were led to believe?
Of course.
It would surprise
It wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise you?
She was sadder than I thought she was.
As far as your relationship?
No.
It wouldn't surprise me if she was sadder than I thought she was. Well, that's the mark of a man who is paying attention. Yeah, he's got his finger on the pulse, this guy, right? It wouldn't surprise me if she was sadder than I thought she was. Even sadder than I thought she was. That wouldn't surprise me at all, Detective. As a matter of fact, I've suspected it for some time.
No, she loved me. I would be very surprised if there was like a... No.
Detective, was the defendant just there talking about Emily's feelings towards him?
Yes, he was.
And what did he say?
Michelle, is Michelle still here? I want to know.
Was the defendant just there talking about...
What does this guy ask for when he goes to the barbershop? I'd like a mid-length fuzz all over. The same length. No gradients. Same length. Face, cheeks, head, eyebrows. Medium fuzz. Hey, who's the paralegal in the back?
About Emily's feelings towards him?
Yes, he was.
And what did he say?
He said, no, she loved me. Again, past tense.
Loved, not love.
Correct.
Yeah, but he was talking about himself that time. He's not dead. He's on trial.
No, well, I'm not saying that, but, literally 2 weeks ago, there was one person that she kind of confided in through text messages and so forth.
Said something that...
And she said that Matt picked another fight with me last night. This was 2 weeks ago. And then they kind of go on and talk about it a little bit. Early May, so we're talking this month. Matt and I are talking and friendly, but it's not the kind of relationship I want. In April, a month ago, please don't talk about Matt.
God, that'd be weird to hear if you didn't know already, wouldn't it? Matt and I are talking and everything, but it's not the kind of relationship I want. So, not only is she missing, she's also dumped him from beyond the grave. Right? At least if he didn't know that, he could go on thinking that it was a tragic love story. But as it turns out, he had outstayed his welcome by quite a stretch. Oh, it's probably the better part of the full 2 years that he was living there. Oh, yeah.
Matt and I in love. She said, same day, he hasn't been the same since Joey, which I understand. That's not a criticism. I completely get that. It would certainly change it. And at the same time, she said, I think...
And he said, my son, my sex drive, I lost my sex drive around my son when he murdered himself. My depression. What does that mean exactly? Does it mean that that's when he really started drinking in the morning and then all day, every day? So, he couldn't perform anyway? He was just too drunk? I mean, that's the kind of modification that people do, isn't it? When the truth is the other thing. They say, well, my sex drive, it went down. It went way down. And then stayed low after my son's death. It's the kind of excuse people say when the real thing is, I started drinking all the time and couldn't get it up.
Matt is mentally ill. And then the same day, we aren't talking. Reference your relationship, we're not talking. This was a month ago, so we're not talking. And she said, I don't want to talk about him, I'd rather focus on the future. By the way, Matt got really drunk last night, this was February.
I don't want to talk about him, I'd rather focus on my future. God, that's a bad one, isn't it? Fuck it hell. It's just what he wants to hear. So, if he hasn't got anything to do with it, not only has he lost his wife, which I'm sure he was at least happy to have around, given the fact that she was paying for his entire life. Even if they didn't get on, that was a nice to have. Not only has he lost that woman, but he's also maybe on the hook for her murder. And he's finding out about all these texts that are probably quite hurtful to hear without the ability to ever ask her about them again. They'll probably live with him forever now, right? Along with his soiled reputation. I mean, he's as good as done, isn't he? Amazing that he's not going to do life in jail, but man, what is he going to do? He's going to do life of something. This case has changed his, him forever.
By the way, Matt got really drunk last night and said some things I don't think he can take back. I'm fine, I'm pretty sure we are not going to stay together. What do you mean by that?
I mean, we would argue about things, but I didn't think that it was that.
What was it that you said? She was mad.
And she focused on one thing, Matt picked a fight. Again, this is April. This is barely a month ago.
She would accuse me of picking fights.
Okay, but this was a month ago. Okay, this is heavy. Matt picked a fight with me yesterday and said some awful things. I'm not wearing my wedding ring. And that doesn't sound like somebody who's in a happy relationship. I found my wife texted that to somebody a month ago.
I get it. I'm not going to say that those things. Of course, there was a roller coaster relationship, but it wasn't like anything you would think that someone would hurt someone. It just would.
I'm just addressing the fact that you just told me that the last 6 months have been bliss and it ain't.
Not yes.
Okay.
There have been levels of that, and you can check the other texts, and they are super. I love you. I'm going to say
I saw that. It's very much up and down. Bipolar relationship.
That would go away. That would really go away. It would last for a night.
Will you acknowledge that that's some pretty heavy shit when your wife says I took up my wedding ring? I don't think we're going to stay together.
It's not as heavy as you think it is.
You don't think that?
You might think it is, but it's not. She would be like that at times because of her anger issues. It always swung back. It wasn't.
Well, why would you have said that whenever they asked how your relationship?
I didn't even remember that because it's not in my mindset. The good times have been so good.
Okay, but you
guys are really going to try to.
not trying to do anything. I'm reading your wife's words.
That's
and I'm I understand that. I understand that. Just let me. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying when you come in and say we had a great relationship, told Officer Hollis, we had a great marriage, no problems whatsoever, and then I read this, it's going back 6 months, and you text her on New Year's Eve and say if you want a divorce and we're going to move out, fine. I mean, these are all things I just printed off, which have they aren't the usual fight, like, I'm pissed at you, fuck off, I don't want to talk to you tonight, just leave me alone. It's go golfing because I don't want to see you right now, I want to be alone. That's,
Well,
we admit that's pretty,
it's not as heavy as you think it is. From out looking at it from the outside, I can see why someone would think that, but it's not. It's just the level of anger from. I'm not gonna say it's her fault. I had my issues with my son. I would get angry too. We would fall back in love the next day. It was just the thing that we would do, and it wasn't. And when you say, "Hey, how was the last 6 months?" The last 6 months have been really nice, man. I mean. Was there a time that we had a night where I said some bad things and she took her wedding ring off? How long ago was that? I mean,
a month ago.
It happened, but I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know how to explain to you.
Do you remember that happening though?
I remember her. I think taking her wedding ring off, but didn't last. But this thing has gone on forever.
When was the last argument you and her got into, screaming match?
There was never really a screaming match. It was more of just.
When was the last argument / loud conversation?
I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you. I was guessing.
Because your neighbors are out there saying it was in the last 2 weeks. Would that be correct?
I don't know. And there's the screaming. We were screaming at each other. They were saying we were screaming at each other.
Yes.
That they could hear. I don't know. We weren't. There might have been a loud, whatever.
Loud disagreement?
We weren't violent, we weren't screaming like at each other, like throwing things around. It just wasn't happening. It's not the type of relationship we had. We would get mad at each other because we had issues, but they weren't even close to being like. She was saying that to her friend. I mean, that's surprising to me because I wasn't like, I mean, at times you'd say, I don't want to be married to you anymore. But it doesn't go down the lines that I'm sitting in a police station right now, being like he's going.
2 years in, huh? I mean, that's pretty quick. What happened to until death do us part? It was 18 months. Yeah. Good job. Don't tell me they got married in Vegas. Where he's from. Yeah. He used to live right next door to one of those chapels.
We just have to make sure we know that trust me, as a man to man, that what was going on there was nothing there was nothing to be worried about. There wasn't anything.
So, can I change course now? So, it was Officer Hollis. I keep wanting to think it's Sereno, but it was Officer Hollis came out on Monday to take the report, correct? Okay. Now, and her phone wasn't seized or anything else like that. Were you posting stuff on Facebook from her account using her phone?
I don't know, maybe. I knew her passcode, and it was my son's old phone. I could have went on there and posted something. I think I didn't have any of her friends' phone numbers, I think, so I think I was maybe making contact. I'm guessing that I was making some sort of contacts with friends of hers, accusing when I was looking for her.
Like after she was reported missing? And
I'm sure I did use her phone to contact friends of hers.
Did you post something to her Facebook account, to her friend on Facebook, like, hey, she's missing?
I didn't until later on when it was told to me that it was as serious as it was. It wasn't like, it was after the media showed up.
I just need to know if you did. And there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't know.
Matt, this was 2 days ago.
I know.
And you can't remember if you
Which phone I used
on her phone. Did you get on her? Did you think to yourself, and this would make perfect sense. to say, look, I don't know her friends, which we know. So I'm going to get on it. And you made the comment, I would like to post things to her account. That's why you wanted her phone back. So it's been through your mind. It would make perfect sense. I'm going to go on her Facebook account and post, hey, has anyone seen Emily? This is her husband. I can't find her.
I must have. I can't recall, but I must have.
You don't remember that? It was 2 days ago.
I know. I don't know if it was me that put that on. I must have.
Was someone else using her phone?
No.
So the phone stayed at the house the whole time? You didn't like hand it out to a cousin or walking down the street, some Joe stranger or anything else like that? Okay. So if anything was posted on her account, have you ever accessed her Facebook from your phone?
I can't. So I've never done it. I can't access. I've tried to post stuff onto her page from my phone, but it doesn't like.
But you didn't ask her on her Facebook?
I can do it from her phone. I can do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Just get on her phone, go to Facebook, and
Okay.
I'm sure I did. I can't say I definitively did, but I'm sure I got on Facebook. Hey, I did, didn't I? I did. You guys know. I went on and say, this is Matt. I'm Emily's husband. She's missing. I must have. I had to. I just don't recall right now if I did. But I'm pretty. I mean, that would be the move to make. Right? I mean,
Just because we asked you a question, it doesn't mean that we're going at it.
It's not a trick question.
I know. You're right. And I'm just trying to tell you that if I don't like in my head picture it, I don't want to say I did. But I mean, it would be the move to make. I mean, yeah, I must have.
Okay.
I've been using my phone, her phone, my phone, her phone for the last, this is Wednesday now? I don't even know what day it is anymore. I've been using 2 phones, so it's looking at her friends.
But you know you can't post from yours, so if you post into her Facebook account, it has to be through her phone.
It has to be through her phone, there's no doubt about it.
Did you use her phone for any other purpose?
Like what?
You text some friends of hers, or any contacts?
I'm sure I did. Yeah, I had to because I don't have a lot of her friends' phone numbers and stuff. So yeah, that's why when I gave the phone to you guys, I was like, I need that phone back to contact people.
Did you make, I know you say you don't remember, but did you make a couple posts on her Facebook account? Did you make 1, did you make 5?
I mean, I don't know.
Do you remember what you wrote?
At some point I started, that's right, when you guys took the phone, that's when I started posting from my phone. I'm going to say everything prior to that was probably from her phone. I don't know why I would post, I can't.
Was anything deleted in it?
Detective, one more portion of the interview to play here. It's been marked as State Exhibit 74D. I asked to publish that to the jury this time.
I'll be guessing, but I think she hurt herself.
How do you think she hurt?
She would say that if she was going to do it, she would hang herself.
So, and of course, no one knows anything at this point. I'm just asking for your opinion. So, do you think that she hung herself?
I don't know.
Just what does your gut say?
That she hurt herself.
That's your gut belief right there. Has she ever...
I'm going to say, anything on the line.
We were just talking.
She has talked about killing herself before, but not anything where I would call her, lead authorities and say, you need to save her.
If she were to hang herself, where would she do it?
She would do it where she would be easily found. She wouldn't want to cause any heartache.
So since she hasn't been easily found, is it plausible that she didn't kill herself?
You tell me. You're the police. I'm not.
I just want you to just look at the entire thing. Just pull yourself out of it.
Is there a chance that she went out at some point and someone abducted her from Westerville, Ohio, and put her in the car and drove off with her? What are the odds of that happening?
In Westerville, Ohio, almost 0%.
Zero.
Especially on Memorial Day when everyone's at home. It's a perfect day out.
So I'm going to say, was she abducted? No. I know I did not hurt her. I didn't do it. So the other thing that I think of is that she did something.
we'll be coming back to Matheau Moore to see what his defense attorney had to say to those mean old cops. Interesting case, though. How do we do on the poll? The poll says... Where is it? Well, it was high, whatever it was. It was very, very high. Yeah. I'm still undecided, really. It's difficult to say, I guess, when we find the body next week or tomorrow or whatever. We'll know more. We'll know more. Because they didn't, of course, find it for 6 months or several months. I don't know if it was exactly 6. I think it was about 100 and something. Well, thanks for coming and joining us for episode 1 of Michael Moore. We'll be back soon, but some day coming up on Metrics. Thanks for coming. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for super chatting, super coffee go getting, supporting the channel on buymeacoffee.com/TrueCrimeMetrics. Thank you to the moderators, Michelle, and everyone else. Members, fantastic members, new members and old. See you next time, live on Metrics.